You're trying to break, but they don't ever let you escape. Ain't no way to erase, can't get out your own way. I've been there 1,000 times and I never thought I'd see the light, no surrendering. Don't wave the white, cause we're born to fight the fight. Your armor will give you the faith to run through the flames. Armor remains till the shadows fade. Your armor.
Let's pause that music, boys. Let's pause it. How are we, everybody? It is Damo. It is time for another stream. Hopefully, we are all doing well. Important to know, if I go test 1, 2, 3, I have a chat that is working. Bang. So you should be seeing that on both, and you should be seeing the test 1, 2, 3. I'm almost tempted to make that a little bigger, so you guys can see that a little more clearly. Maybe go like something like that, and then do it like that. Yeah, let's go with that and then see how that looks, and we can always make a change to it. Hopefully that's working. As you guys can see, we've got the test 1, 2, 3 right there, and then it should disappear after 45 seconds. And if you type something in there, we'll wait and see if someone types something in the YouTube chat specifically. Actually, I should be able to test that myself. I didn't even think about doing that. Let's go and test that very quickly. After spending nearly an hour figuring it out, in the end I could have done it straight from testing YouTube only. Does it come through? Does it come through? Testing YouTube only. Maybe not. Can I go to Twitch and go Twitch only? Alright, Twitch works. Doesn't look like YouTube works, which is a little bit annoying. Let's go and have a look at chat settings here, because apparently you can do it straight from here, which is really good. All platforms, so it should be working. Anyhow, we'll keep it there for now and see how it goes, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and we tried. But yeah, shocked. Yeah, very shocked that that doesn't work, because I usually see both chats here. I don't like that I'm not even seeing the YouTube chat here, which is a little bit annoying. Oh no, that worked, then there we go, bang. Okay, I don't know what changed, but now that's actually come through from my YouTube, so there we are, 1, 2, 3, and Damo_23. We have got it working, beautiful. So we've got the YouTube and Twitch chat working. You can see the icon where it's come from and just there. I wouldn't mind actually making this go a little bit more to the left. Just a little bit more that way. Yeah, like in there, I think is the best way. Problem is, if someone writes a really long message, it would, like that, yeah. Maybe just fit it to scale and put it in like there. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. That's the best it's going to be, I think. Is something like that. And yeah, we'll go with that. That will do. But as you can see, it's working. I've got the Nightbot chats and I've got my YouTube chat. It will obviously get off sync a little bit there as well. But as in, like, it will go off in 30 seconds. Now, let's get into games, because I've got a meeting in 3.5 hours. I've got a small meeting at 9 o'clock, but should be able to get through that. Also need to mark someone off as unwell in the chat here, in the thing as well. Go and mark someone off unwell. We did play a couple games off stream. We did play West Brom and Coventry. We did beat West Brom 4-0, beat Coventry 3-0, which is not bad. A pretty big game. I'm feeling that for YouTube. I feel like it could have been QPR and Birmingham as well, which was not too bad either. So yeah, we won a few games there, which is not bad. If you watch yesterday's stream, you know we've been playing some pretty good football. Forest did lose a game in this run, which is nice, against Stoke. And then drew to Watford, so that's pretty not bad too. That means, as it stands to start the stream, there's 11 games left to play. Last year's champions, Norwich, got 95 points. The year before, 91, and the year before was 90. So if we get to 90 points, we're going to be in a pretty good spot. We're on 76, so we're a bit away from that. But if you're looking at the table, Hull's on 62. We are flying, and it's very likely that we're not going to get caught by Hull with this much of a gap unless we go on a massive losing streak this morning. So, yeah, I really think we'll be okay. Also, I had someone ask what the Discord link is. If I type Discord into here, we should get a Discord link that should work. And then I'm just going to go and copy and paste that to one of the guys that commented on my YouTube video or stream yesterday. So if I go to here, had someone comment, Billy, 35 minutes ago. Billy watching yesterday's stream 35 minutes ago put this comment about the Discord. There is a Discord link in Twitch. It isn't the biggest Discord or whatever, but yeah, it's not too bad and it does a not bad job. Anyhow, we've got everything that we need to do, which is good. And I'm hoping we can just get underway here. Already got 6 people watching over on YouTube. That's a very good start, which is not too bad as well. And a couple of likes straight off the bat. Very thank you. We can get up to 5 likes would be great. We're nearly at 600 subs. We're only under 20 away now. So 1 or 2 good streams. It should be right. But as you can see, we're doing pretty well here. In terms of the XG table, we should be top. We're actually 12 goals under. Unfortunately, 3 goals under expected goals. Actually, no, that's good. I think being 3 goals under expected goals is good. That means we're actually not conceding too many. So we should have conceded 34, and we've only conceded, 31? Yeah, so that's really good. Sorry, I don't know why I was getting the two confused there for a second. Now, I just need to go and mark someone off unwell on my system here, and then we should be right. For work, obviously logging in and playing from work. I've actually got golf later today, which is quite nice too, hence why we're going to try and get this all done right now. And then I will just go off stream when it's after the when I get to my 11:30 to 12 o'clock meeting, because I'm going to be off at 2:30 anyway, so it's only a couple of hours. But I'm hoping to have the series, the save. No, save's going to take still a while, boys. I'm going to hope to have the season done. We've got 11 games to get through. If it looks likely that we're going to win the title, we'll start instant resulting towards the end, just to get to the end of the season. But yeah, secondly, I also made some slight changes to my NVIDIA settings with my RTX, being that it's a pretty good card. But yeah, we should be right. A little bit of lag there, which wasn't too good with the coding, but should be fine. But yeah, Dylan Ryan doing really well. As you can see, he's still wanted by United, which worries me. Usually means they're wanted by United, they're pretty damn good. We've also got a youth intake coming up. Hans Pullis we need to talk about. Hans has been going ballistic, so pretty good. 26 in 10. As you can see here, Hans Pullis. Go back to overview, go into here. Just scoring goals for fun. Was scoring goals for fun. Actually played pretty well, but that 1-1, 1-1, 3-1. We had a bid on deadline day that was 3.8 million for Hans. I decided against it because I want to win the title. And yeah, so Hans is staying. We did have an injury to Mascara. He is back though in 2 days, and Hansy's back as well, so which is not too bad. Jacob, we rejected 1.1 million on deadline day. Hansy fractured his wrist, so in the end we rejected a deadline day bid of 1.1, and that's why his value's up there. And that's because we were using him. He's actually happy now because he's been playing minutes, and to be fair, he's kept 6 clean sheets at the 7.13 this season. It's been a pretty good backup. I think he's a very good keeper and a very good shot stopper, and I would love to keep him as the backup long term, but I don't know how that's going to go out. But yeah, Hansy's definitely going to come back in for this game here. Mascara's probably not fit enough to start this game, and Pullis and Pozzo been in great form, but Mascara will get minutes off the bench. He's obviously been fantastic for us with 14 in 30, which is pretty solid for Mascara, which is not too bad as well. Hopefully we'll be a-okay into here. And into here, I think the rest of the team kind of picks itself for this first match of the stream. But yeah, Hansy should be fit. Welsh, Sandberg, Nyberg, Helgeson is who I need to speak about. On loan from Strasbourg. What's going on here? If you're part of the Discord, you know. If you're not part of the Discord, you don't know. That's the last one we need to recap. Is when I was doing my editing on deadline day, we got this bid from Helgeson. As you can see, is our general manager does our reports for the players at the club and the players away from the club, and he reckons that he's actually stopped developing and is now only going to be as good as a championship fullback after having Premier League potential for ages. 1.9 mil guaranteed right now, 4.7 over 2 years, so a guaranteed 5.6 mil. Then he's going to play 5 games for Iceland. He's Iceland's best fullback. So that's a guaranteed 1.9 as well. So you're already at 5.7, 6.7, you got 7.6 mil there. It's perfectly fine. 4.7, 5.7, 6.7, 7.7, 8.7. Make it 8.5 to take off the little bit of extras there. And yeah, 8.5 million. If he plays 20 games for him, which he could do if he breaks in, he might not be able to. That's a guaranteed 10.4. Best part is we get him for the rest of the season on loan on a free, and he could be called back from loan, which would be annoying, but hopefully they don't. But 20% of profit of next sale. I don't see them calling him back because he's playing minutes, which is great. But if they randomly call him back and he starts playing for him, it's not the worst. But yeah, we get 10.4. I'm pretty sure we're going to get pretty close to around 10.4. And if he sells on, we're going to get a little bit. And if he goes and plays in League 1 and then gets that big move to a bigger club, he's going to go for about 15, 20, 25 million. So it'll be an extra couple of mil there. So I'm pretty happy with that one. And I think that's a pretty good deal. As you can see, we asked the Discord chat. Dim got back to us saying he probably is too good to turn down. And that's the thing, like Helgeson, when we look at him, and we will get into a game, we'll stop discussing. We've also got youth intake to get to. Our coaches are pretty good. Like Bayona is very good at judging potential, which is I think most important than judging ability. Re-signed him as our general manager, and then we'll look at a new one in a couple of seasons. But yeah, doing pretty well, and we're looking okay. Rycliffe as well has been developing quite nicely. Currently playing at a decent League 1 clip and has been looking quite good on loan. I will be looking to allocate him an ESC or a work permit at a later date, which would be quite nice as well. Going to go into here and see what we're looking at. Got work stuff there, that's fine. I got no issues with that. Under 18s matches, don't really care. Chicago Fire in offer for Mr. Trezor, the USA. That's fine. He's part of my youth, my scouts. Don Weller, Don Walker, please. LO wins player head coach of the month. Good on him. Apparently, this guy won young player of the month. Galea. On loan from Brighton, 18 years of age. Looks very well rounded. Definitely worth a scout. Always worth having a look when you see those guys come up. By the way, Weller actually, it was Walker. Okay, I was going to say, why is one of my youth players talking about? Don Weller's actually been scoring goals a little bit of late since playing him up front whilst been rotating a little bit, and that's pretty good. As you can see, Anzi here is past fit, which is great. Mascara has probably not been past fit. Also, Sammy Blakely is back from a partially torn thigh. We'll give him some minutes to get him back into the first team as well. But yeah, we've got 11 games to get through in about 3 and a bit hours. So we're going to strap in. We're going to try and get through this really, really, really quickly as Blakely will make the bench wherever he is. Well done, Sammy. He's not been great this year. He keeps getting injured, which is a little bit annoying. But, we should be all right. We might give him a loan spell maybe next year or something just to get him some more minutes. Mascara, as you can see, past fit for 60, but we use him off the bench. I think this is my best 11. For the rest of the season. So Hansy, Fish, Sander, and Nyberg with Helgeson, Adrian, Mateus Nunes, Mateus Franca, Appiong, Reed, Pulis, and Pozzo. Probably Mascara and Pozzo, but very similar. What I will also say is Adrian is going to be our starting DLP for the rest of the season because Enzem is now happy to be a backup player, which is really good for us. 11 games to win the title. Can we go and beat Middlesbrough away from home? First game on stream. I did play a game this morning. Was the Coventry game. We won 4-0. I was trying to get all this Twitch chat stuff to work. If you are watching in the Twitch or the YouTube, please leave a comment or a message, and I'll see if it pops up. The only problem is I can't change the colour. It's forced white, and if I put a box, the box will stay, and then you guys will not see the side of the pitch. At least with making it white, you will see it in every facet of the game, apart from when we play in the snow, which is a little bit annoying. Anyway, Helgeson, and that will be that, and that is the highlight coming to an end. So hopefully we go and play well. Hans Pulis, who's been in great form, picks it up, finds Reed, and finds Helgeson. Good ball into Reed. And doesn't keep it, unfortunately, and it will be Middlesbrough. In that mid-block, though, trying to get underneath the ball and force them long, which we have done there. And for whatever reason, we ran away from the ball, did Samba. Interesting. We could have just stepped in and headed it away. But unfortunately, going to be 0-0. Let's go and hopefully play well in these games and get to the Premier League, shall we? All eyes on Hull, because the more games Hull drop, the less points we need to get to the Prem. As you can see here, for 13 minutes, we are absolutely dominating. I do not need to switch to attacking or positive. The balance system will win, usually when dominant, and it should be good. 23 minutes played. If you're watching on the live, come back or on the post-recording, leave a comment. Let me know that you are watching it. I do see there's actually a few videos of people watching it. But yeah, anyway, ball headed away, and there we are. And that's gone wide. 30-odd minutes. Still been the better side, but without seeing a highlight of ours, which is a little bit weird, but that's all okay. I would like to win the title, but I would settle for second because at least that's the Premier League, which would be nice. But yeah. Anyway, time is ticking, 45 minutes on the clock. Nothing really to write home about here. We're going to tell them it's not good enough. We are playing quite well, though. I don't usually panic, so we will stay as it is on balance. If we get to the 70th minute, I will go attacking. If we get to the 85th minute, we'll go into that narrow system. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Doesn't seem to be happening. Maybe I'll go into attacking earlier. Maybe we don't need to. Thought about it. I don't want to knee-jerk out of the system. It's been working very well. Anyway, Reed gets pushed. Advantage from the referee as Adrian gets on the ball. Finds Helgeson. Back into Adrian. Good in the Helgeson. Good run. Now, can he cut the ball? Gets in the box, cuts it, and in the end, Mark Reed, he's in a little bit of goal-scoring form. He scored a brace last time out. Scores his third goal in his last 2 matches, and he puts it in, and we don't need to worry about going into the attacking system. The balance system has worked, as it always does. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we lead 1-0. Every game, a cup final. Every game we win, we are a step closer to the Premier League. I do not like that this highlight has continued. We haven't even seen the kickoff. It's just Middlesbrough on the ball straight away after. But Helgeson wins and then pumps it for no reason. Sure, buddy, sure. Hackney, Whittaker, Green, Costa. That is a ball. He looked offside, though, to be fair. Great save by Hansy. Back from injury. It was offside, and it's going to stay at 1-0. 57 minutes played. We have been the better side, and hopefully we can see this out. Time is ticking. I think we've played fairly well here today. Fish is not having his best of game at centre-back, so I'm going to bring Wakefield in on this side and move Nyberg and Wakefield around. I'm also going to get Pozzo off for Pulis. And then I'm going to get Mascara some minutes to get him back to fitness. I'm going to make those 2 changes. Or we're actually going to give Sammy Blankley a game here. And I'll get him out there for Appiong. He has been learning how to play left wing back. And hopefully he continues learning it fairly well. Give him some minutes back from injury. Get him slowly back to fitness. Hopefully he'll be okay. We are dominating 70-odd minutes into the game. But nothing really to write home about. Highlight here, 75 minutes. But we'll leave it for now on the balance system. We have been doing very well from a defensive point of view in this system, so shouldn't have to worry too much. But a very nice move here. And then they come with the green. And, well, boys, said not about worrying, we worry. 1-1 against the runner play. Haven't been clinical today. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, first game of the stream, we find ourselves at 1-1. I'm going to move into attacking, but stay in this system. And with that being said, I am going to go get Borelli in for Helgeson to get that a little bit more further forward. And Dom Weller has scored goals this season, so we're going to put him in up top as well. But we're going to keep the same system because if it does finish 1-1, it's a bad result because it allows Forest to come back into it. But it is a result where we still get a point, and it's only 2 points drop, not 3. Especially if Hull win. We lose the ball back here. Are we going to concede 2 goals in the last 10 minutes of this game and throw it away. This would be a bad omen for the stream if we were to concede one here. This would be a very bad omen for the stream. It's going to be a bad omen for the stream. It was offside, apparently. I didn't think he was off, and he's put it over the bar anyway. Middlesbrough have done nothing all day, had 34% of the ball, and then have scored from nowhere. And look, in the end, we get a little bit unlucky, a little bit FM'd. 1-1. And that's the problem. You have 19 shots. You have your chances. You don't score them. Not the greatest result. I'm not happy with that, boys. Not happy to start the stream with a 1-1 draw. But, yeah, it is. We're 9 unbeaten, though, which is not too bad. But that is not a good start in this title run in. Hull did win, I believe, their last game. They did beat QPR 2-1, so that's 2 points gained from them. The thing is, if we keep drawing, that is another 10 points. That's 87 points. Hull would have to do very well to get to 87 points. So, like, if we keep drawing games and not losing, Hull is very interesting. We do actually play Hull in a couple of games as well. That'll be a game that decides if we're going to finish in the top 2 or not. If we lose to Hull at home, then it's right on. But if we win against Hull, I don't see them catching us. Hull need to win every game. Yes, we're going to do that. Compile match reports and accept, which is fine. And we're going to loan out Steve McPack. We did this last time and the boys kicked off with our fullback, but should be fine. Steve is one of our youth players. It should be all okay. And it is. Apparently, I've kicked on Arano's name, which is no good. Well and good. I think that's fine. Don't think I'm going to make a change. I think the boys played fairly well. I might actually get Nyberg out for a game and play Wakefield. Need some more game time, does Andy, here against Oxford. And I might get Mascara in for this one as well. But yeah, we should be beating Oxford. Should be in the key word. Oxford down in last. 22 games undefeated. Would be interesting. Going to get Pulis out, Pozzo and Mascara together. And I think the rest of the team picks itself, which is not too bad. Might get Helgeson out for Borelli and give Borelli some minutes as well here. I think that's probably going to be an okay move too. But yeah, should be able to go full strength here against Oxford because it's another 7-day break until we play Sunderland. We've got no midweek fixtures. We've got no FA Cup to worry about. This is all about getting promoted. But we've got 10 games left in the season. Oxford are basically relegated. This should be 3 points. We're on 80 points and 9 games to go, and we should be in a very commanding position. Unfortunately, with that draw, it means Forest have the chance to catch us. But hopefully we'll be okay. There is an international break that will be coming up as well in a couple of games, and then we'll obviously try and get through that as quickly as possible too. Scouting, I don't really care about the 45 players that are there. Toby Bell is doing okay out on loan. Will probably be our backup goalkeeper at some stage. But yeah, did Forest win their game? Forest lost 2-0 to Millwall, so we actually gained a point on Forest, which is really nice, even though Hull won. I think FM doing its typical thing. Oh, it's a title fight, and so a team's going to come from nowhere, and the two teams that are on top and second going to start losing to create like drama. No need for there to be any drama, FN. So Bazama gets his move to Chicago Fire, getting called up from their academy. At 20. 11 people watching already on YouTube. Thank you very much if you're here already. Give it a like, subscribe if you are new around here. Definitely giving it a sub would be nice. We're at the 581 subs live count. Not expecting to get to 600 today. Not even expecting to get to 600 this week. But if we could get to 583, pick up 2 extra subs, I'd be over the moon. Anyhow, Oxford, big game. Hopefully winning. We'll see if we can. And yeah. Should be winning here against bottom place Oxford. Should be in the key word. Rycliffe doing well again off the bench. 10 goals this season, 2 assists, 6.9 in League 2. Really developing quite nicely. Pulis, good championship player, playing close to his full potential. Was tempted to sell him. Still got interest by 11 different clubs. I would sell him at the end of this season for 5-6 mil. I'd probably just take it I don't see him being like a world-class striker, and then that can go to a South American that could be a world-class striker. But yeah. All right, review the team, save the game. As always, just in case we get a crash. Hansi, Fish, Sando give Wakefield a start. Appiung, Mateus, Ferranca, Adrian, Borelli will start. Reed, Mosquera, and Pozzo, the normal front three, will start together as well. Hopefully we play well, and hopefully we do what we need to do. But yeah, not the greatest start to the stream with that 1-1 draw, but at least Forest lost and we gained a point. But Hull winning means they gained 3 points on Forest and 2 points on us. We do play Hull, though, in a couple of games' time. We're away from home here against Oxford, who are dead last, have not won a game in 22. So this should be a 3-pointer. This should be a banker, being the key word. And yeah, anyhow, as you guys can see here, 9,500 people at the new manor. It's 10 degrees, so it's pretty cold. Should be right. Hopefully, we can play well and get ourselves a result that we need. Doesn't look like first 20 minutes that we are, but we are dominating the ball and possession and chances yet again. Hopefully we find that moment and that early goal. Doesn't look like it's coming, but that's okay. Do you have faith in the system to provide it? As they have the ball up the field here to Oxford. Ball out here to Mr. Waite. Into Connor Brannigan. Ball into the channel. This is what they need to fix in the match engine, because that's Wakefield's ball every day, and then he leaves it for the striker to get on it. 1-0 down the bottom. Wow, okay, so we're going to start the stream with a draw and a loss. Really? We'll start getting our rate then. Left my water in the other room too. Fuck me, man. Just don't understand. Wakefield's left the ball. The ball is literally an overcooked pass. Wakefield's right next to it, and then he leaves it to allow the striker to get there. Very poor from the match engine. We're going to move into attacking very early doors here against bottom and really go for it, because this is not on. This is not on at all. Wow. We're in trouble. We're in trouble to start the stream. We're going to screw the pooch, are we? Oh, my word. Two 2-0 down. We're 2-0 down the bottom. They have not won a game in 22. We are screwing the pooch. Oh, yeah. Okay, football manager. What the hell's going on here? Two 2-0 down against bottom place. Should have been 3 points. We're fairly full strength. I've only rotated in 2 areas. FM. We're having a laugh. Mosquera. Heads over. Yep, it's going to be one of those games that we don't win. Wow. Okay, cool. It's all falling apart. It's all falling apart, boys. If we don't win against Sunderland at home, I'm going to call it right now. We'll lose to Hull and we won't win the title and we won't finish second and we'll end on 80-something points, like 82 points. And we'll go into third and we'll go up via the playoffs and I'll be fucking livid. I would probably end the save after being so many points up and then to lose like 5 or 6 games. Yeah, I would probably end the save. If we don't go up this season, I would end the save. I would say, look, I'm resigning. We choked from a god-awful position. Yeah, this is not how I expected to start the stream at all. Okay, well, we're 2-0 down against bottom, who have not won a game in 22. God-awful performance. We can't get near him. Alright. Don't know what the fuck's going on. Into the aggro system. Cool. This is ridiculous. This is utterly ridiculous. Playing bottom. Playing bottom who have not won a game. Playing bottom who have not won a game in 22. We're top, fighting for the title. We're going to lose. Oh, man, mate. Absolutely livid. Helgerson in for Borelli. Adrian's going to come off here for a midfielder. Dylan Ryan. Mateus Nunes, Reed. Probably move these two around here. Reed, Welch, Mascara. Going to get Pullis in for Mascara as well. Confirm changes. And yeah, this is not good. If they score third, I'm just instant resulting and going, what the fuck's going on? I don't understand. They're bottom and not won a game in 22. Well. We threw away a 1-0 lead against Middlesbrough away from home, and the team in the bottom half, and we play bottom and we're not going to win. Oh my, this game's over. What the fuck's going on? What the fuck is going on? We're going to really choke. We're going to really choke away this title. I will, as I said, if we choke and not go finish second, if we finish second, fine. If we finish third or lower and then we don't go up via the playoffs, I am resigning and the save is over. We're too far ahead for this to happen. We're like 15 points clear of Hull. This is ridiculous. Whatever. Alright, we've lost this game. Instant result. See you later. Lose 2-0. Yep, beautiful. You can already tell we're not in the game. Alright. 9 games in a row we play bottom, and there we are. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Stress alert, ladies and gentlemen. After 9 games in a row we have lost. We just lost to Oxford, who are bottom. Oxford haven't won a game in 22. Oxford then beat us. And yeah, we're in trouble. I don't know why it's glitching out on you guys there. But Oxford, not won a game in 22. According to the news article I just read. They just beat us. We've started today's stream, right, with a draw against Middlesbrough, conceding late after dominating, and a loss to Oxford, where we played dead horrid. It's a title race. We've got Hull at home, and I'm telling you right now, if we end on 77 points and Hull catch us, because we've gone draw, loss, and then we lose to Hull, we don't beat Sunderland, we don't win in our next 4 and 5. If we finish third and I don't go up in the playoffs, the save is over. We have to go up this season. This season, we've been the best team in the comp for a while, and I refuse to sit here and get absolutely FM'd out of being in the top 2 spots. If we lose the title, so be it. We shouldn't lose the title here because look how many points we're ahead with 8 games to go. But you know Football Manager. I just watched us draw to a team in the bottom half. I just watched us lose away from home to bottom who have not won in 22. Things are happening. We're getting FM'd. I'll run that intro. I'll let you know how we go against Sunderland. And we've got Hull in a massive game that if we win, we should be in the Premier League. But no guarantees. My fucking word. Honestly, I did not expect this morning. Whatever. I press copy and paste. Do not do this to me, right? I am a little bit annoyed now. Alright. Big game. First 11. Do what you need to. Off we go. Something like that, I think, out of possession for that system. And Zem's here, and Zem needs to be here wherever he is. Yeah, just do that. Cool. So Berkeley on the left, Matthias on the right. Berkeley on the left, Matthias on Pozzo and Reed and Mascara. Yep. I think with the instructions on this one would be out of possession, super high, much higher, step up, trap inside, get stuck in. Yeah, something like that, right? A very attacking mentality late doors. Just trying to get the late doors system to work, I think, is important. Just go 2 attacking midfielders, to be fair, as well. 2 channel midfielders and a DM. Yeah, something like that. It's not the system that we're playing, by the way. It's just me going in and making sure that if we have to go for it, we have the go for it system late doors. Trying to get a result, and then, yeah. Yeah, not good. Not good, not good. Ryan's out 4 to 7 weeks. That's no good as well. Lose Ryan. Got injured in the under-21 game, which is not good. 7 days till we play Sunderland. Must-win game, this one. If we don't beat Sunderland, I'm going to restart Football Manager to try and reset the luck modifier. But, yeah, outrageous here. This is not good at all. Want to give me a new contract. Cool. I also should be starting a coaching course, should I not? But with all of that, 15k a week. Jacob's injured. Our backup goalkeeper. Oh, the injuries are starting now too. Okay. PBZ 1 to 2 days. 11 days or 3 weeks. Not the worst. As long as we don't now lose another keeper, we should be fine. All right. Well, not a great start to the stream. We logged in this morning, played what do we call? Played Coventry, and we won 3-0, drew 1-1, and then lost 2-0. This is your typical Football Manager. Oh, there's 2 months to go. You're top of the table. You're not going to win another game. Prepare for the onslaught of FMings. But yeah, see how we go here against Sunderland. Must-win game. This is a must-win game. We're in 6 years in. We're 6 years in. I should be season 6 in the title. Season 6, yeah, 6 years in. But thanks, Drez. Good to see you. Popped up on the chat. Yay, we get to see the chat on stream. Let's go. It's working. It's not the greatest, but it's all we have right now to it's all we have right now. But yeah, I can't believe it. Oxford were bottom, have not won a game in 22, beat me 2-0 away from home. Sure, Football Manager, sure. It's typical Football Manager. As I said, if we do not go up this season after being 15 points clear with 10 games to go, then yeah, I am going to be... And now we've lost our centre-back. Okay, boys, we're in trouble. We're in massive trouble. All right, so we lost our first-team centre-back for the next 2 to 3 weeks, so he's not even going to play against Hull and Sunderland. I should have given him an ejection instead of just skipping through. All right, things are happening, boys. It's turning. This is a must-win game. We have to win this game of football. This is a must-win at home. Settle ourselves, win. We don't win against this. We got Hull in a few days. Hull are chasing us. We lose this game, Hull win. Hull beat us and they win. We're not going up. We're going to be in the playoffs. And then, yeah, as I said, I am a man of my word. If we do not go up this season, I will for sure end the save. Because even though, yes, 6 seasons to get to the championship's great, and, a couple of years in the championship's all in good, we've been the best team by a mile last year. We got absolutely FM'd. We lost the playoff final, whatever. This year, after being 15 points clear with 10 games to go, you're telling me I go draw a loss and then lose the Sunderland, lose the Hull, all of a sudden we're in trouble, we don't go up. I will be livid. I will be absolutely freaking livid. Anyhow, so we've got a couple of injuries. So Bycroft in here. Ryan's also injured, which is no good. So Philbert can make the bench. And Sanders no good. So we're going to get Nilled in there. I'm going to play Adrian at centre-back because he has played there a little bit this season, has been learning how to play this role, was initially starting at centre-back. All right, Hansi, Fish, Adrian, Nyberg, Helgeson, and Zem, Franca, Appiong, Reed, and Mosquera. I'll save the game just in case we get a crash. Must win, please. For the love of God, please win this freaking game of football, or else I am going to lose my mind. Yep, bottling it. If we bottle this season, this season's over. I'll be like, look, I resign. I'm just going to resign and end the save and be like, look, guys, save's over. We bottled it too much. Too embarrassed to continue on as manager. And that's the thing, I would do that in real life, right? If I was a real life elite manager and we were in this position, we bottled, we didn't go up, I would actually turn around and go, look, guys, I'm resigning. We should, anytime you're up by 15 points, you should be promoted, you should win the title, and if you don't, then you don't, not an elite manager. And I would turn around and literally resign. Like, if this was real life, I would resign. I would be calling a board meeting after the playoff final or after we get knocked out in the playoffs, and I'd be like, look, guys, I bottled it, I'm not a good enough manager, I don't deserve to be here, you guys are going to, have to find a new manager because I'm leaving. And then, yeah. It's the same way if you're like, an elite manager make the Champions League final, you're 3-0 up, and then all of a sudden the team comes back and beats you 4-3. You just resign. Doesn't matter if you won the league and the cup, you just resign. It's like, I'm not good enough. I've been done. But yeah, anyway. Will Fish loses the ball. We're on the break. Beautiful. My cuts my fraggy you. I have not seen this highlight once. My fungal. Fucking lucky that he hits the post. We're just going to concede early doors. What's happened to this defensively minded system where we've barely conceded a goal all year? Great save from Hansi, a world-class Australian, Bosnian, Serbian goalkeeper in goal. But oh my word, this was meant to come on in. We have so many points clear. Nice, easy, free-flowing stream. Be live for the next 3 hours. Celebrate going up. Nice and easy. Maybe a little bit of scouting. And it said, here we are. We're going to stress. We're going to age 10 years and probably not even go up. I'm done. See you later. I'm done. Fucking hell, boys. I'm new to the channel, so I don't know your ideology or thought with this save. I'll be loading up. It's just your typical Park to Prem save, so taking a team from the National League South all the way to the Premier League and beyond. Just trying to take a team that's, in the lowest playable region in England and win the Champions League, the Premier League, the FA Cup, etc. 6 seasons, it's great to be in the Championship, but we topped the XG charts last year. It would have been 5 promotions in a row, 5 league titles in a row. Finished 16 goals under our expected data. And 7 goals over our thing. It was like over a 20-goal swing. We finished negative 13 points in what we were expected. Lost the playoff final. Ended up finishing 5th. Should have finished top. And then, this year we've been the best team in the comp, but now all of a sudden we can't play football. All right, Reed. Out to Helgeson. Helgeson now. Beats one. Has to get it across the box. Does. Pozzo misses. Things aren't happening. If we lose this game, I'm going to play 4-2-3-1 against Hull, which is last year's system, which caused us the bottle promotion. But last year we refused to change system, and then send your save to Zealand. Nah, look, Zealand and me actually had not a competition or whatever, but FM18, right? Zealand just starting. That was my first year streaming too. Just by chance, we both did the same save, HK Iceland save. He wasn't able to win the Champions League with me. We ended up making the quarterfinals and before moving on to other things. I won the Champions League with Iceland, which is semi-professional, and with HK in Iceland, who are a semi-professional club in Iceland, in 11 seasons. It was pretty cool. Zealand went on to be this great content creator, and I play poker full-time, I have a full-time job. I do not do this for money or anything. I do it because I enjoy it. Helgeson's going to shoot because we already know what fullbacks do. Oh, he actually didn't. Mascara, Franca, wide. Dominating the game again here against Sunderland, but we can't score. We can't score. This is not good. Goals aren't coming. Good tackle from Fish. Clearance to no one in particular, though. Mascara get up. And then Enzem fouls his man for no reason. You love to be frustrated. I do. I am a very ragey guy when it comes to this. Because this makes no sense. A team that's dominating this well, all of a sudden, it's a brand new day. You're loading in the football man. Oh, you're going to lose every game now. Just makes no sense. Happens every year on FM in a title race as well. You don't see Man City and Liverpool dropping points out of nowhere. You don't see teams in the Championship when they're in this title fight drop 5 fucking games in a row. Game over. Game over. Game's against us. This is great. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Welcome back in YouTube. Thank you for being here. Give it a like, subscribe. You know all the same gist. We're 2-0 down to Sunderland at home. We have loaded in the Football Manager, and I've watched my team draw, lose, and lose. But we're not going to win this game. We've had pretty similar. A team that, like ourselves, that is top. We've barely conceded any goals. We have the best defence in the league up until the last 3 games, etc. We can't win a game. It's happening. We are bottling the title. We are bottling promotion. And as I said, I am going to tell you, if we do not go up this season, I am resigning this save. I'm going to give you the full 45 minutes here against Sunderland. As always, give it a like, subscribe. Hopefully this ends with us going up. We've got Hull next. I'm going to give you that full game in its entirety. If we do not win this game, or come back and get something out of this game, I will go and play 4-2-3-1 against Hull. We failed to change the system last year when it was really going against us in the league. And obviously, look, the 4-2-3-1 did get us to a playoff final. But I will change it on Hull, go 4-2-3-1, and go, I'm going to try and do what we need to do. 60 minutes in, it's not really happening. We've dominated the game. And look, not much you can do. I'm actually going to move into it right now, the 4-2-3-1. I think it's the only thing that can save us here. Move Porro on one side, move Reed on the other side, get Filbert on this side. Helgeson's fine. Do that. Going to get Borelli in for Adrian. Move Fish and Adrian around. And I'm going to get a defensive midfielder on. Yeah, do that. Just do that and get Franca and Wakefield together as well. That seems fair. Let's go with that and see if the 4-2-3-1 switching into that creates anything for us. But yeah, look, again, starting to really cop it, starting to cop FMings. It's your typical, you're in a title race and you're up by like 13, 15 points. That's okay. You're going to lose every game for a month to make it interesting. And that's not good. Yeah. We will play the 4-2-3-1 against Hull. If we lose that game, I don't see us winning the title. I don't see us getting promoted, but who knows anyway. It is what it is. Anyway, Pozzo on the ball. Picks one up. Good ball to Borelli. We need a goal. Borelli beats one. He's going to probably shoot, and he does. That was the problem with this 4-2-3-1 system, is our fullback shot no matter what instructions we gave him, and it was quite annoying. But, yeah, we've moved into this system, and now does it work for us? Who knows? We've had the better of the game. We've dominated. We've created XG. The free at the back that hasn't been conceding goals. Yeah, the title race, and oh man, I feel sick. I honestly feel sick. I feel absolutely freaking sick. We lose 2-0. The title and the promotion push. This should have been easy. This should have been easy. This should have been me get on and just play a few games and go up. And instead, can you tell where we started streaming and been back today? Draw, loss, loss. We got Hull in 3 days. Yeah. I think we're in a little bit of trouble, boys. We're in a little bit of trouble. Don't go anywhere. Well, that's good for you, mate. That's what I generally do too. I'm very big on consistent and big games. All right, so we just saved the game. Apparently we have not, so let's just save it again because I don't want to quit without not saving it. Yeah. Cheers, mate. Considering I'm 6 seasons in the championship, I understand that. I think you're trying to be nice, but I don't need the freaking advice about who to sign in terms of like whatever. It's kind of if you watch a scouting stream, all we do is go through, are they consistent or do they like a big game? If it's one or the other, they negate each other. I prefer both. And a lot of our players love a big game, and yeah. But I'm a cheat? Well, there you go. I'm not. This is not good, boys. This is not good. This is not good at all. Not good at all. Not good at all. Alright, reset that luck modifier. Restart Football Manager. Yeah. Must-win game. Wow, Hull didn't win. Oh, they got the game in hand. Hull didn't win. Well, Hull won, Forest didn't. Still clear. It's typical Football Manager. Oh, yeah, the team first and second that are miles ahead are going to lose every game, and the team in third are now going to keep winning to make it a 3-horse race. Typical Football Manager. Typical Football Manager. Typical Football Manager, man. I'm so standard Football Manager. Oh, my word. All right. If I lose this game, I'm going to play until we lose, and then I'm just going to get off and then focus on working, because you know what? You may as well just keep working, and now we're copying injuries. Hans Pullis is now injured. Everybody's getting injured. It's typical Football Manager. Haven't had any injuries. I should have just played until 4 in the morning yesterday morning and won the title. So I was like, nah, I'll get up, we'll do a stream whilst I'm logged in at work, because that's what I do. And then, yeah. I'm telling you right now, that's fine. I've got work I could do. I will go and plug in my second screen and just go to work. Honestly. All right. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. All right. First things first. Hull won again, or drew, right? But Hull are going on this fun run of form, and that's who we play today, which is there. Forest are doing what we're doing. Have not won in their last 5. Forest and myself were about 15 points clear of Hull about 3-4 games ago, and now all of a sudden Hull are within 10 points. It's typical Football Manager. You got 2 teams that are flying. There's a team in a playoff place and are too far back. All of a sudden the teams that were in the promotion place lose every game, and then the team in third keeps winning to create this 3-horse race. The problem is, if we lose today, I just don't see a world where we don't finish anything lower than where we don't finish top 2. If we lose today, we're going to finish 3rd, 4th, and maybe even 5th. Because I only see us getting, if we lose today, we're only going to get to 81 points. You know, we really should have finished on about 100. But yeah, really, really underperformance. Let's recap these losses and these draws. So against Middlesbrough, we didn't play 100% well, if it wants to let me scroll. But, well, we did. But yeah, we should have scored goals, and we didn't, right? The system is a defensively minded system, should be fine. We played against Oxford, and Oxford didn't win in their last 22, played like they were Barcelona. Whatever. And then against Sunderland, we dominated the game and we lost. All of a sudden, it feels like last year. You look at that XG table, right? All of a sudden, the XGA, where we were performing, you know, better than our data, all of a sudden we're conceding more than our data in the last few. We're back to parity there. Our XG, we're over about as it sits. But yeah, we've definitely underperformed over the last few games. So much so, I think we need drastic change. We are picking the 4-2-3-1. We're doing it. It's fine. Secondly, I'm not picking the team. Mr. Assistant, pick your best 11. And they reckon Rycliffe in the hole. I would agree with that too. All right, but we can't really use him. Franker on one side, Reed on the other, Mascara. I probably disagree with that. There's a few injuries and stuff in here as well. We are copying injuries big time too, by the way. Ryan's out for 5 weeks, which is no good. Our backup goalkeeper's out. We just lost Pullis for another 5 to 6 weeks. So I had no injuries at all. And then, yeah, not good at all. All right, so we need to take a few of these guys out of the team, which is fine. We need a backup goalkeeper on the bench as well. And yeah, we're going to go for this game like this. And then we need someone in the hole. I don't know who's going to be in the hole. Finn Welch. You know what, Finn? Trust the captain. Scara's actually going to go central forward as well. Do that. And yeah, we're going to go with that. Going to go with this system. Sandbar's actually out injured too. Get Don Weller to the bench. We'll actually get Will Fish in with Nyberg, which is fine. So 4-2-3-1. Haven't played it. It was a system that did so well for us last season and then cost us the title and then cost us promotion because it underperformed at starter massively. But we're underperforming. We're going back to a system that we know works and is a more front foot because we need to win this game. There's no losing. There's no drawing. Win this freaking game of football. Handsy's in goal. Helgeson, Fish, Nyberg, and Appion. Adrian and Enzem. Mateus Franco on one side. Welch, Reed, and Mascara. Let's go and do it. This is a must-win game of football. We don't win today. We're in strife. And away we go. Do a team talk or a team meeting. I don't even know how to get the team meeting in the new UI. I've tried everything to look for a team talk. Cannot find it anywhere. And the only time you can do a team talk is when it seems to come in your inbox and they're like, you should do a team talk because of this reason. We're all sick and tired of these bad results. We must win. Simple. We play Hull, who win this game. They're favourites to win the title. Period. Right? Hansy, Helgeson, Fish, Nyberg, Appion. You know the drill. Junior Krupi is going fantastic for them. They have Liamir, Serginho in the middle of the park. We are playing a different system than the Hull expect us. We've gone 4-2-3-1. We're at home. We're being aggressive. The 3-4-1-2 has been amazing. If we win this game, I'm going to go back into 3-4-1-2. This is a one-off 4-2-3-1 against a 4-3-3. We're going to try and play football and really press them out the game. And away we go. Will it work? Who knows? Got our club captain, Finn Welch in. I don't know. I don't like doing this, but I think this makes the most amount of sense. A draw is not good enough for me. As Appion gets a tackle in because drawing doesn't fix our bad form. And we're 1-0 down. Nothing we do works. Nothing we do works. Wow. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Make a tactical change after the system stops working, and here we go. Yeah, great. Wow. What can we do? Are we winning the title? No. Are we getting promoted? No. We're going to be in the playoffs, and if we don't go up, I will be ending the save. Simple. Ball in, we're 2-0 down. Seems like the AI know how to cut the ball, but we don't. 2-0 down, inside 10 minutes. The change into the 4-2-3-1 has not worked. Beautiful. 2 shots, 2 attack, 2 goals. Great stuff. Just seems like we've loaded up today and nothing we try is going to work. Interesting. Will Fish. Into Helgeson. Back into Fish. We need to score goals. Finds Appion. Gets to the byline. He's probably going to shoot. Scores. 2-1. 3 goals inside 15 minutes. Of course it's a fullback because FM doesn't know how to let fullbacks not shoot, but like cross. But yeah, any end, 2-1 down. Must win game. Must win game. Will we, won't we? I don't know. Shall we? Maybe. Who knows? But yeah. Anyway, Andy Nyberg into Appiong. Serginho, Verberni. Yeah, here we go. Junior Krupi. Big switch. Great switch. Into Williams. Into Miller. That's a goal. Should have been. Hands him grateful to clutch it. Junior Krupi really should have scored. Hull playing like a team that should go up. We're playing like a team that belongs in the Vanarama National League. There's a difference. There is a difference. We have just fallen apart. Don't know how, don't know why we have fallen apart. I'm going to make a change. Adrian's going to go box to box. Slight change, get further forward, impact the game. Still only one goal back. If we can find some goal scoring, it would be great. But yeah, Hull looking like the better of the two teams here today. And this will spell the end of, I think, us winning the title and getting promoted if we do not do what we need to do today. Going to get irate at them because it's the only thing that we do. I'm going to get Franca in as the box-to-box. And I'm going to get Pozzo out wide as our first change. Start the second half and away we go. Well, big half of football. The biggest half of football in this club's history. They need to come back. They need to find a moment. At least a goal and at least a point, you feel. But yeah, I don't see it happening. I can see it more being Hull winning this game. Anyway, Enzem finds Reed. Reed now finds Appiong. Appiong going on a run. Great run. Still going Appiong. Can he go? Now can he cut it? Appiong back into Finn Welch. Finn cuts it. Reed's effort's blocked and then Pozzo flicks it over the bar. Typical highlight of the 4-2-3-1 where it's a blocked shot. This is the reason why we got rid of this system is was too many block shots. But we've committed now. We have to do this. In the end, those 60 minutes played. It's a corner. Can we work something from the set piece? Taz Franca goes short. Reed back to Franca. Finds Pozzo. Back into the box. We don't link up, which is unfortunate. And Zem will have time. Into Fish. Nyberg. Appiong, beat your man. No, you want to. Now, he's going to probably end up shooting, boys, but it is what it is. Cuts it, and in the end, Potter makes an outrageous save. Doesn't even spill it. Apparently, from a shot from point-blank range, with power, he just dives and catches it like it's nothing. Didn't know you were Manuel Neuer in his prime, who probably would never make that sort of save. Anyhow, Zem fouls his man in the middle of the park. 61 minutes in, and it just feels like another loss. It doesn't feel like it's going to be our time or our day. It feels like playoffs. It feels like bottle jobs. It feels like we're going to be in the championship again next year. And look, I don't like where this is going. And they've hit the post because Hansy decides to leave the ball. Yeah, like make the match engine make sense sometimes. I'm seeing some stuff in the match engine that are just absolutely awful. But yeah, it's not been our day. 66 minutes played. We don't really have a striker on the park, but I do trust Weller. Also going to get Filbert in, and he's going to come in for Finn Welch in the hole and move these two around. And here we go. Is there going to be a moment? Is there going to be a goal? Is it going to be a highlight? We must score. We must score. Nothing happening. Here we go, highlight. Apparently the highlight starts with Reed having a header back stick from 6 yards that the keeper claims. Interesting way to start the highlight. Would love to know how it came about. But yeah, Porter goes long. Headed by Nyberg. Reed finds Filbert. Filbert fouled by his man. Is that the highlight? If that's the highlight, I'll be livid. Fuck me. Fucking dumb game. Into the aggro system. We go for it. We go for it. Pozzo on the last man as a poacher. We go for it. Into the narrow system late doors. Very attacking. Pressing super duper high. Can we find a goal? Now the question is, if we do score, do we stay on the system? I think so. We try and win the game. Pozzo from distance. I prefer to see you whip the ball in, buddy, but sure. They love going short as well. 90th minute, 6 minutes of added time. We've had the better of the game second half, but yeah, doesn't look like it's going to be our time or our day. Is there a last minute highlight here? There is not. We have lost at home to Hull. Our season is cooked. Our goose is cooked. We are dead. We are buried. We're still top with games in to go, but we're not going to be top for long. This season is over. I am absolutely livid. Yeah, we need to win. It's as simple as that. We have not won. I've tried everything to change it. All of a sudden, we have lost and drawn in our last 4. We have not won a game. Will we beat Watford? Who knows? I'm going to come back in for another one of these games. Probably Wrexham now is a really important game. We're still clear as it says. We're still on top, right? Forest have played and lost again by the looks of it. They lost to Middlesbrough. Me and Forest are just going on this massive losing streak. And Hull keep winning. Typical Football Manager. A team that had no chance of winning the title, and if it was real life and it's meant to be a real life simulator, wouldn't go close, and it'll be an epic 2-horse race. Who's going to get to 100 points? Both of them start losing, and Hull keep winning. We're in massive trouble. Alright, guys. I'm going to play till we lose, because there's no point me being alive if we're just going to lose every game. There's no point me being alive, we're going to lose every game. If we don't win against Watford, I'm off. Because there's no point. I will just come back and play these games tomorrow. I'll just turn it off. It's like playing poker. You're having a bad session. Sometimes it's best just to get up and leave. So, yeah. We're going to get up and get off if we don't do it. What a disgustingly bad performance. Back into the system that has worked all season. Pick the best 11. I don't know what to do in terms of, like, players to play and stuff. Yeah, do something like that. Get Wakefield to the bench. Maybe move Nyberg into here. I'm going to start Adrian. Borelli for Helgeson. What a fucking shit show. As said, boys, we've been live for an hour and 18. I usually stream anywhere between 3 to 4 hours. If I'm going to go live in a title race and go draw, loss, and then either draw or loss, I am off. I am not streaming. I'll come back and play this tomorrow. I don't care. I'll play it off stream. Do not care. Honestly. As said, if we don't go up automatically this season, and then we don't go up via the playoffs, I am resigning this save. Because we were clear by 15 fucking points. 15 fucking goddamn points. And now here we are. I am now livid. This was meant to be get up, nice, calm, easy fucking stream. Yet here we fucking goddamn are. Yet here we goddamn are. Honestly. What a disgusting performance. Just make it make sense, Football Manager. Make it make goddamn sense. I'm going to change the title to Bottle Job. No, leave the title as it is, maybe. No, I'm not. I've been playing since FM13. FM13. Great game. But yeah, wish I played Champ Manager. A bit young for it, but yeah. Alright. Don't care about training. I care about nothing. Forest have already played and won. Forest beat Swansea 2-0. Alright, so Forest have won a game. We must win now. We don't win this game, it is game over, because now Forest are winning. As mentioned, I am playing until we lose, or unless we get to the final day. If we get to the final day, then, then whatever. But I'm playing until we lose now on stream. I have a meeting, a 10-minute meeting, or a 15-minute meeting in 10 minutes, right? We don't win this game, I'm just going to get off, because what's the point? I may as well do work. Right? The whole reason I work from home and stream is so I can enjoy myself playing Football Manager in the background, not wake up and watch me bottle it with 15 points, because it makes no apparent sense that because one day we're the best team in the world and next day apparently no one knows how to play football, the system, the cohesion's gone and whatever. Dumb game. Alright, that's your team. We must win against Watford. We don't win this game, I'm off. Even if we draw, I'm off. Just whatever. There's no point. Absolutely no point. Absolute joke. Absolute fucking goddamn joke. Don't care. We should be beating Watford every day. Must-win game. Taz Franker on the ball. Gets fouled? No, he doesn't. Referee says no. Probably fair enough, to be honest. Appion. Adrian. Back to Appion. I would love to see it. He hasn't scored in his last, 9. Nearly called it, Kelboy. Unfortunately, in the way it's been going for us this season, in this stream, big chance missed. 1-on-1 missed. Appion now. Finds Mascara. Goes back to Appion. Into Mateus Franca. Must-win game of football. Apologies for being so ragey, but you can probably understand my frustration. Reed. McCabe. Oh, my God. We're just getting caught on the break. We're playing a mid-block freaking system. Did the system change? Did the system change? All of a sudden, we're getting caught over the top. We're getting caught over the fucking goddamn top. What changed? We're meant to be a mid-block fucking system. Have barely seen any team have a 1-on-1 against us. All I've seen all morning is 1-on-1s against my keeper. We've barely had a 1-on-1 against us all fucking goddamn year. Alright, Wrexham are beating Hull, which is massive for us. Wrexham are beating Hull. Huge. He's going to go short because no matter what you tell him to do, they never whip it in the box. Yeah. So we give it to our centre-back who gives it to our other centre-back that shoots from distance. Sure. Yeah, smart fish. I've never seen you score with your feet ever. Let's keep the ball. 28 minutes in. Handsy makes a good save. To be fair, I think Hull will be in the better side. It's probably a goal here, boys. What? Apparently, in the last 10 games of the season, a system that's been working so well, you're meant to go and change it. Is that what it is? So, I meant to go and make like a 4-4-2 now because apparently every team in the world, when they're in a title fight, changes their system to go win the thing. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. No, it is not. Not at all. I have a full-time job. I'm currently actually logged in at work right now, and I play poker professionally as well. I do this because it's fun, even though I'm not having fun right now. I would rather go and fucking slip my wrists. It's actually a bad joke. Should never say that. I'm actually big on not doing that. Someone that has nearly committed suicide 3 times in their life, do not do that. I'm well past that in my life. But yeah, Football Manager makes you feel like that sometimes, especially when it makes no logical freaking goddamn sense. Yeah, I am not having fun. Let's put it that way. I play poker professionally. As you can see, I got my title, my winner's photo from winning the Lex Love main event, Lex Love trophy. Got my Adelaide main event trophy down here. Up about over 100k this month, this year. It's been not bad. But yeah, I play poker semi-professionally. Borelli, can you whip the ball in, please? Adrian, put it in the box. He's going to shoot. He's going to shoot. Why? You've got 3 guys at the box. You've got a 5'11" striker who's a monster in the air if he wins the header. Put it on his fucking goddamn head. Instead, no, I'm going to shoot from the weird angle because that's what you're meant to do. Oh, here we go. Here's the goal. Just wide. Yeah, we're in the championship. Just right. All right. Not brave enough to change the shape. Have no real striking options. I'm going to get Pozzo off for Weller because he has scored goals there. And I think we're going to get Blankley actually in for Barella. And Zem for Henderson, for Adrian, I think is the other option to try and give us a little bit more creativity. top, but not for long. We were top by 15 points at Lucas Mary, and then I've gone on today, and this will be our 5th game without a win. We've gone from being the best team in the league to not winning in our last 5, and Hull have won every game. Forest have lost 4 of their last 5, and yeah. Go! 1-0! Come on! I'm still fucking here! Have not won in our last 5. It's taken a youth prospect in Dom Weller to score. Enzem off the bench, what a ball. Weller should cut this every day to a tap in for Mascara. Luckily, he scores. Come the fuck on. Hull are now back. Hull were 2-0 down and now 4-2 up. They are inevitable, Hull. They are inevitable. Fish. Nyberg. Good ball. Matthias Franca goes back out to Wakefield. Can this snap the losing streak? Mascara. Not the hat-trick that he wanted, Kelboy, but he's done all right. Reed's efforts blocked. What's new? Another cross that gets blocked. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on. We'll turn the ball over. Okay, thank you. The highlight ended. This is a system that's kept a lot of clean sheets this year. Will we keep a clean sheet? Matos. Picked off by Franca. Cleared up the field. Mascara has got Weller out wide. Holds it up nicely. Goes inside. Finds Mascara. Appiong on the overlap. Great run. Can he get the ball in the box? Can he find a man? Beats one. Byline. Cuts it. Mascara. Game over. Enzem scores. Enzem off the bench. Goal and an assist. Tactical masterclass. 2-0. Brilliant. Come on, boys. This is a huge result. This breaks the losing streak. This is huge. If you are watching on YouTube, give it a like, subscribe. Apologies for the rage. You have to understand this is a high stressful situation. But here we go. Matthias Franca cuts it one more time. Enzem, the 2 defensive midfielders combining. Yeah, it's fine. It's a goal. Let's go. Come on. Master win game, and it looks like we're going to get our win. Barring something crazy happening here. Just because we got a highlight, I am going to move us into more time wasting, just in case they do score, to time waste it out. And Zen wins the ball back, though. Finds Mascara. Good touch. Holds it up nicely. Appiong's probably going to end up shooting here, let's be honest. It's Appiong. He's going to shoot. And yeah. Why did you choose Maidenhead? I've said this a few times now, but I put it out to my Twitch chat on FM26 saying, hey, who should I do for Park to Prem? I had 9 clubs that were recommended to me, 9 or 8. We put them all on a spinning wheel, and the wheel of names. Click spin, and the club that came up was Maidenhead United. But yeah, Park to Prem's obviously about taking a club from the Vanarama National League South or North, preferably a semi-professional team or an amateur team. There's not really many amateur teams that get to that level anyway. They're all generally semi-professional, and then taking them to the Premier League and beyond. But yeah, that's a comprehensive result. We have snapped the losing streak. Thank you. There's a God. There is a God. That is a big win. 5 points clear, 6 games to go. Forest in the end won 2-0 against Swansea, as mentioned. So without a pack or a patch, or without a database, that's the word I'm looking for. Without a database, it's the Vanarama National League South or the Vanarama National League North. It splits off into 2 conferences. But yeah, there's already a level 10, I think, one out from FM Scout, and they usually go all the way down to level 22, which is the lowest of the lowest, which is complete amateur football and the lowest amateur league in England. And then yeah, anyhow, we win, huge. Hull won again. Well done, Hull. They beat Wrexham. We've got Bolton next, then we got Cardiff. Again, if we lose to Bolton or Cardiff, I will be getting off. If we don't lose to Bolton or Cardiff, we win both of those games, then we will continue on. But yeah, it is what it is. Do have a meeting, by the way, boys, so all good. I've got a little meeting here as well. Hayden's enjoying it, so maybe I'll wait. Adrian now getting to that Premier League potential, which is quite nice. Telling you, I told the game, I was like, look, this kid's got to be fantastic. Look how good he looks, honestly. But yeah. 11 taster, we played Bolton. We've got youth intake coming. I won't join this meeting until Hayden joins it. Yeah, Means developing quite nicely. We'll definitely use him Means is where he's lying. Rycliffe next year. All right, a little bit of stress relieved, but not much. 8 points clear of Forest. Massively different, more in depth. In saying that though, this year's game's not probably as polished, so career mode's probably better for the first time. Who's in the UK, mate? Andres? You're saying I'm in the UK, I'm from Australia. So we're not, but yeah. Thank you for being here though, team. We've got 4 likes on the stream. It's been a bit of rage, I do apologise. I know not everyone likes me raging my bejeebers off, but yeah. Praise Hensy's training. He's been looking good, mate. Been looking good. Playing at a Premier League level, Championship level. Yeah, fine. He's been really good for me, Hansy. Love to see him get called up by Australia. Australia should really talk to him. Yeah. I do not. We don't have access to it here. I'd see highlights though. See highlights, but yeah. Timothy developing quite well, especially physically, which is nice. Should have a youth intake actually coming up in a little bit as well. Oh, Rycliffe got called up for the under 23s. About time. About time. About time he got called up for the under 23s. All good. Probably can tell from the rage, right? We're pretty ragey guys, the Australians. I do not. Don't play many games outside of Football Manager due to poker and due to work. Oh, Henderson played for Northern Ireland. Good on you, buddy. 6 games until Bolton. Yeah, it's understandable. My only live streams that I've had dislikes on is when I've massively raged. So, yeah. Right, next gen, 50 of the best World's Wonder kids. We're actually in a position where we could probably pinch a couple of these, so that's fine. Let's actually go through the next gen list. So this guy at Celtic won it. He's a regular starter and he's wanted at the moment by Wolves and Brentford. Probably worth scouting. This 19-year-old Scottish striker. Don't think we're going to get him unless we get a massive thing. This guy called Nunez is a winger. Worth way too much money at El Hull. Okay, not even worth scouting, but that's fine. Ryan Lee, 95 million. Look how good he looks. Wow, he's a very good regen too. Probably never going to be able to get him. Going to look for players that obviously I think we can get. Again, 97 million, we're never going to be able to get him. But you have to go through the list. So like this guy for 15 mil looks very good. There's a world where Dortmund might let him come on loan, or we might be able to pick him up. But yeah, he's not bad. Pasquale Amoroso from Bologna. He's very cheap. See, 13 million, very well rounded. He's more of a winger than anything else. But yeah. Have probably a little bit too expensive. Could just scout him. Wish there was a way that you could just go through and scout the whole next gen list without having to click on every player, but that's not a thing. This kid at Sevilla is outrageous. Yeah, look how good he looks. Jesus. Apart from tackling, he literally can do everything. This kid at Barcelona is worth 100 million. 18-year-old called Marquez. Look how good he looks. Jeez Louise. Again, we did no point looking. Baracco's worth 45 million as a centre back. He's a very good centre back. 5'9", a little bit small, but very good. Nothing from like a cheap club as of yet. So this guy at Fulham is pretty good. He's actually relatively decent price for an English winger. Now we just have to keep clicking. So we got this kid playing up front for as a fringe player at Argentina worth 15 million. He looks okay, but he's not that great. He's very good at linking up players, what I would say. Again, we have to keep clicking. It's a very horrible system, this. Give that a scout report. He looks very good in the whole. Again, 20 million isn't that bad to pick up when you're in the Prem. This guy's at Chelsea. He's a fringe player. He's looking really good. That's a proper defensive midfielder, 5'7", very well round. They love making defensive midfielders really short. Alright, I'm going to mute this chat, not people talking in it. I don't really give a crap. This guy at PSV Eindhoven. Used to be able to go through and have a look at all these guys. Like, let's just go to clubs that I think we could be able to pinch people from. So Ashkoi, it's actually relatively cheap, very good mentals. Are those work permits going to give you a hard time? As long as they've played at a decent level, they get an ESC, and then if they played for you for a year, then they're pretty decent. We didn't get a work permit or an ESC for Rycliffe, who's now on loan at Means. But yeah. Just go and have a look. Maybe have a look at Santos here. Very well rounded. 14 to 19 million. Like, he's not bad as well. Probably worth a scout. Yeah, so I'll look at all the obscure ones. So this is a Colombian. Juan Callas is a fullback, 18 years of age, 2.5 million. Rosario, this guy here up front, wanted at the moment by River Plate, so he wanted to go to a bigger club in Argentina. We might be able to pick him up. This guy's at PSG. He's going to look insane, isn't he? He's so good. Give that a scare. He may get upset at PSG. Who knows? 7 to 14 million. Another striker. Lots of strikers on this list. Like, I get it. They obviously get a lot of the plaudits because they score the goals, but there needs to be other players on the list. Another fullback at Young Boys, 800k for this Portuguese left back. Look how good he is at 5'8". He's so well rounded. Yeah, that's a wing back fullback for sure. 17 determination. Jameer Diaz. He's going straight in the book because he's so cheap. He's at Young Boys. Like, this is why you do it. Because you find something like this and like, oh my god, you can bring him in and sell him on. Which is fantastic. Actually, we'll quickly have a look. Have you got any other nationality? Portuguese and Guinea-Bissau, based in Sweden. Weird place for you to come out at Young Boys. Yeah, interesting. Anyhow, going back to here, we've got a 16-year-old at Lorient. He's going to be fantastic on loan from Rennes. Yep, he's already at 40 million. See, that's the thing. English talent and French youngsters, so much money. So you need to look elsewhere. So this guy's on loan from Man United. Actually looks fairly decent. Already got a scout report on him. Cool. If we ever move back to a winged system, sure. Never say never. This guy's a DM, 5'11". Look how well rounded this kid is. He is worth already 44 million. He looks fantastic already. This Netherlands, this Dutch DM. We've got Derek at Sparta Rotherham in the Netherlands, more of a winger. Give him a scout as well, why not? Obviously, I know we've got some time constraints as well. Oscar. Centre back. It's pretty decent. Ree Rogers, 50 million. He looks great at fullback. Like, yeah, great. But I may as well pay 800k for that other guy. This guy's a Korean, 6'4". This is a centre back. He's wanted at the moment by Inter. This is a centre back. Look at him as an advanced centre back. Marking, passing, vision, determination, pace. Yeah, he's coming in. Kim Sang Hyun, centre back, playing Junbuk. I'd pay like 2 million for him, and he's in the book. Especially if we're playing this 5 at the back with an advanced centre back. This guy stepping in, doing whatever, fantastic. Outrageous player. That is really good. Korea. Yeah, not that bad. Yeah, often do. This guy's not bad as well with 30 million though at Volderman. Like, this is the issue. Another winger. Like, so many wingers. All right, this is taking a long time now. Pierre Bello, Swiss striker. Like, he's very good at 6 foot. Like, look at him. He's pretty good too. Pierre Bello looks great. Natural leader too. How's the game? Did the bugs make it unplayable? Randy, there's been a lot of patches, so there's been too many bugs. So I would say no. This guy at WSG on loan from Flamenco. Apparently I've already scouted this kid, so there you go. Already a decent championship player. Cool. Can we get another scout report? Oh, it's Gerhard. He just moved. He just went from PM Munster. I know who you are. Came up in one of our scout reports. This got hijack split. Hansy makes the list. There you go. I have to do something for work here quickly as well. This guy, Italian fullback, he looks pretty good too, right? You know, he's not bad. This guy, Independente, defensive midfielder, 5'7", lacks a little bit in technique. Fairly cheap. Who wants him? 14k. For 14k, you take him, right? The fact that a lot of like Italian clubs want him makes me think he's got pretty good potential. This guy here is worth 7 to 10 million on the loan list as a winger. He actually looks really good. The fact he's on the loan list is actually a little bit crazy. Um, when they're on, and if I remember, Harvey Evans is from Aston Villa. He's not the worst. 19-year-old Welsh, 6'1", can do a job. Right, we're nearly at the end of the list, boys. This guy's at Al Hilal, worth 30 million. Yeah, the values for these guys in the Saudi League are ridiculous. And lucky last, this guy gets in is an Iranian who's played 14 caps at Monaco. He actually looks fairly good as an out-and-out centre-back, to be fair, 5'9". Bit small. We finally got there and got that scouting done, which is nice. It's important to do that, though. Still got a few hours here before we need to go into this team meeting. But as mentioned, due to us being on such a poor run of form, I will look to probably call the stream if we continue to lose games of football out of nowhere. Hopefully not, because I've actually enjoyed streaming today, outside of the fact of us losing games. And yeah, I don't want us to not go up, but hoping that we just keep winning games and we get there. Got to remember, I played Preston on the final day and I failed to beat Preston. So this guy's being released by Chelsea. Give him a scout. I don't think he's that great, but he's not that bad. Fairly well-rounded. Anyone else looking decent here? This guy here being released by Chelsea as well, or being released by Man City. Naturally quick at centre-back too. We'll give him a scout too. It's important to get these couple of 17, 18-year-olds in on a free, especially when you don't get the greatest of youth intakes. Terry Lewis. Don't think Terry's actually any good. John Phillip. Good technicals. But yeah, everything else lacks, so he's not worth it. And Evans is a wing-back with good physicals. Evans might be alright here at Birmingham's under 18s, but yeah. I've been looking. We haven't really found one. Our goalkeeper who made the list, Hansy, by the way, is an Australian. He's going to declare for Serbia. I can nearly guarantee it he will. But yeah, obviously a Serbian, Bosnian, Australian that came from Perth Glory. So we have signed an Aussie, but he's not going to declare for Australia, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah. All right. Expect this team to win. I expect to win. All right, here we go. Big game. Must win. Must win. Forrest and Hull yet to play. Here's your lineup. I'm going to make one change and bring Helgeson back in. Anyone back from injury? Samber's back. Get McCormack back to the bench. McCormack can play under 21's minutes now. He's back from his ACL injury. All right, go back to that. Hansy, Fish, Samber, Nyberg, Helgeson, Adrian, Matthias Franca, Appion, Reed, Pozzo, and a Mascara. Must-win game. Samber's been past fit for 75. Bench is a little bit disjointed, but that's okay. Like, Ryan's not 100% fit to make the bench anyway, so leave the bench a bit disjointed. Save the game against we get a crash. Yeah, I try to get a couple for out of save. It's always hard to find like a world-class Aussie as well. But like, always had an Aussie in my save. I think Hansy could be one of the best Aussies we've ever used, and he's not going to even declare for Australia, the place he's played and spent his whole life. Was born in Serbia, went as a kid, like 3-4 years of age to Australia. Came through the whole Australian system, went into Perth Glory. Understand it. Like, Serbia actually have a chance of probably winning a World Cup. Well, we don't. But he would be fantastic. Like, if he declared for Australia, he'd be Australia's leading goalkeeper right now in the database. But I think he's going to hold on trying to be the Serbian keeper, part of the Serbian team, which he probably gets to it. All right, must-win game anyway. Must-win game anyhow. Correa is here on loan. He's very good. Didn't realise that Correa was here. That is a kit and a half. Wow, Bolton's away kit. Oh, that is a sick-looking kit from Bolton. That's an unreal colour scheme. Is that the Correa I think it is? It is. Yeah, on loan. We scouted him. Came from Liverpool FC in Uruguay. 2.5 million. My plan was to try and get him next year. But someone came in and got him. All right, started the game well. Ball in, back stick, headed over the bar. All right, good start from us here. We're dominating. This is a good start. Hopefully we go and win. Sandbar, Nyberg, finds a way into Appiong. If you have enjoyed the stream, give it a like, subscribe. Hopefully that helps us get a goal. Good ball into Mascara. Great ball to Pozzo. We lead 1-0, boys. Lead 1-0. We've got 2 hours left before we have to get off this stream. And yeah, I will say 15 minutes of that's going to be talked by someone taking everyone. So who knows? Maybe we can, play in the background. But hopefully we don't need to. Anyway, Mascara and Pozzo linking up. And there we go. Good finish. Highlight from kickoff, which would be against the run of play here. That's a great ball. Here we go. Problems. Cuts it. Good from us. Good shape. Good shape. And Helgeson wins. Pozzo was on the break. Ignored. That's fine. Very well done from us. Great shape. Always annoying when there's a highlight from kickoff, but that was very nice. Anyway, Sander. Into Matthias Franca. Good ball into Appiong. Beats his man. Can he whip now? Got balls inside. Appiong going by himself. And in the end, it is one that Martin gets some fingertips around the post. I think Appiong cut it. Probably would have been a goal. But 1-0, 32 minutes. We've had the better of the game. Reed. Franca. Getting to the byline. Might shoot. Does shoot. Deflected and wide. Keeping the pressure on. Very good to see. We're in a system that normally doesn't concede too many chances. So hopefully, being 1-0 up is great. Being 2-0 up, and we're going to be very odds-on favourite to win the game. Reed nutmegs his man. Gets to the byline. And then decides to shoot. I don't get that. Like, he literally looks up and then just goes, oh, I've got no angle, I'm going to shoot. And then doesn't even put it on target. Anyway, Helgeson, Adrian, Pozzo. Helgeson beats one. Finds Adrian. Options are inside. Back to Helgeson. Adrian. Helgeson. Back in. Pozzo. 2-0. Great ball from Helgeson. Mano Pozzo. And yeah. Yeah, wing-backs always shoot. And even though I've got him on low, I've got him on cross earlier, so not even to run with the ball and not shoot. And they just still go and beat men and then whatever. They don't listen to the instructions. When they start listening to the instructions, I'm obviously going to move them to cross from byline and cross from deep, right? And cross from byline and to shoot less often. And then they'll cross more and they'll cross when we got people in the box. But yeah, anyhow. Jacob, ball inside. Should be able to squeeze here with the Lions. We've done well. We've collapsed on them here. Helgeson, though, gets beat. Good run. Great save from Hansy. It was a great run and great drive. That's the only way we seem to concede when we are playing our best, is like a moment of individual brilliance. Would have been a 0.008 chance. That is broken. They need to patch that in the match change. But they got other worries like UI worries and game bugs and transfer budget not being allocated, that sort of stuff. But yeah. Anyway, Matthias Franca. Ball into Pozzo. He goes down. Referee says no penalty. Back to Matthias Franca. He loses out here. That ball is flicked away, but only as far as Adrian. Appiong. Franca. Sander. We're dominating the game. This is our best performance of the stream so far. That is a ball and a half towards Reed. Doesn't find him. An early cross. Wow. Never seen that before, game. What is that? Adrian. Byline. Now he's going to shoot because we already know how this game works. Instead of cutting it to the 4 guys in the box, because he's like, oh my God, I beat 2 people, I have to shoot. Very, very annoying. That is the highlight. Apparently, goal line technology. Again, yeah, sure, broken. Again, proving the point. Watford are winning. Sheffield are winning. Forest are drawing. We'll go and look at these. We'll go and look at these results as it stands. But yeah, Pozzo, Reed, Adrian, and away we go. Let's go and have a look what's going on. So Wrexham are playing later. That's fine. We're looking for Forest and Birmingham up the top, and that's 0-0. And the Coventry and Hull is 0-0. This would be huge. If both games can stay 0-0 and we win, we gain 2 points to the teams behind us. That is massive. That would be a massive result. In the end, 60 minutes played, absolutely dominating the game. Bolton have done absolutely nothing today. This would be almost a crime to concede, let alone not win the game. 68 minutes. Thinking about making changes. I'm probably not brave enough to make changes. I might just let this starting 11 play with no changes and just be like, sorry, boys, it is what it is. You need to do what you need to do. If we make it 3-0, then I'll make some changes here. Appiong. Mascara was inside, ignored. Appiong beats his man. Now, does he cross the ball? He does, actually. Backstick ball and headed, and it's in. It's Mark Reed. It's 3-0. Appiong with a great ball in. And there we go. We're going to get Blankley on one side then. We're going to get Borelli on the other side. We're going to get Wakefield in for Fish, which I think is fine to move these two around. And we're going to get Dom Weller in for Mascara. And we're going to get Enzem in for Matthias Franca. Yeah, because it's the last month of the season, it just wanted to create drama. If we concede here, though, I'll cancel all my changes. Okay, I don't know what I've watched. Apparently, it's not a goal. Wow. Deflection, Handy lets it run all the way. And then I thought the centre-back ran into him, put the ball in the back of the net if it continues on. Like, I watched this. He's, like, trying to kick it up, and Hansy's flicked it into his own hands and then nearly carried it in the net. What did I just watch? Frick. Heart attacks. 3-0 up. Away we go. Ball in, back stick. Got numbers back there. Nyberg doesn't win. Falls to Dom Weller. Beats one. Good ball. Reed. 4-0. All right, boys, we won this game. All of it only took a win. Now we won back-to-back games. This game we're not going to lose. It's pretty nice. It is all okay. Everyone can calm down. It's pretty good. Who else is on the bench here? Oh, we made 5 changes. We made 5 changes, have we? Yeah, nah, in that case then, no, it doesn't matter. Considering this game is over, I'm actually going to move us to time-wasting early doors here. A, help us keep a clean sheet. B, just take a little bit of the sting out of the game so the boys keep that little bit of extra fitness. But yeah. What a performance. What a performance. Yeah, when the wingback actually listens to our instructions, it's not bad. That's a good ball back stick. Adrian's a tall boy. And Nyberg gets his 2nd goal of the year. Instead of going short, they actually cross the ball back stick like I tell them to. And then Adrian flicks on header. And our 6'6" centre-back at the back stick heads into the open net. And it is 5-0. Very nicely done. Apparently that's not an assist, even though Adrian definitely headed it across, and he gets the match rating for an assist, but the game and the match event says it wasn't an assist. Interesting. That's a big win. Now, did Hull and Forest stay at 0-0? Did Hull and Forest stay at 0-0? He's a natural defensive midfielder. I told you, he's going to be good. Is Mempack developing? Nice. He's getting some game time. Nice. All we needed was a win. Reed going ballistic. Well done, buddy. That was against Frank Lampard, by the way, that game. John Terry's in charge of Wrexham. All right. Hull drew 1-1. Hull drew 1-1. We're 1-0 down. Cool. Forest lost 1-0 to Birmingham. Oh, that's so nice. All right. So with 5 games to go, we are 11 points clear of Forest. We're in a position now where it looks like we're going to finish top 2. It's now a title race. That is huge, boys. What a round of results that was. What a round of results that was. Let's go. Might even worth putting it in for YouTube here. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We've had some results go our way here, YouTube. Firstly, winning games of football. We played the 5 at the back against Watford 1-2-0 in a game we weren't great in, but we did score 2 late goals, which was quite nice. Again, the 5 at the back proving that it can keep clean sheets. And then against Bolton after the international break, Pozzo scoring a brace, Reed scoring a brace, Nyberg scoring from a set piece, wing-backs and full-backs actually crossing the ball to the back stick, which was quite nice. And there we go. But the reason why it was important, if you look at the title, look at the table, look at the title race, with 5 games to go, we are guaranteed a playoff spot. We're also now at 7 points clear of Hull. More importantly, we're 11 points clear of Forest. And why is that? Firstly, Hull, who have been on this great run of form, drew to Coventry away. Coventry did have the better of the game in terms of chance creation and XG. Scored 70th. They needed a 78th minute goal from Mr. Junior Krupi, who doesn't belong here at all. I don't know how they got him. They picked him up for 1.4 million. Yeah, if I had the money, I would have too. But Junior Krupi's here at 24 years of age, causing absolute havoc in the championship. More importantly, though, where is Forest? Forest have screwed the pooch. They were with us. It was meant to be a title fight episode of Forest and me going to the death. Forest, since February, have won 1 game of football. Gone loss, draw, loss, draw, win against Swansea, and then lost 1-0 to Birmingham, where they had the better of the game in terms of chance creation and XG, but conceded a 51-minute chance. And, well, they just keep losing to Forest. Again, having a little bit more of it, etc. They're unfortunately going on a very poor run of form, which is great for us. They still have to play Hull as well, so there's a game where they're both going to take points off each other. And being 11 points clear with 5 games to go, we should be up. You know, with 5 games to go, you do your math, that's 15 points. We win the next game, we get to 11 points clear, 13 points. Like, most points that Forest can get to is 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. We're already on 83. We win the next game, a 1 point away from securing, outside of goal difference, a promotion spot to the Prem. So we're in a pretty good spot. If I win this game against Cardiff and results go our way, I'm not going to give you the Wrexham game because we're going to be up. Yeah, like if we lose or draw against Cardiff, this Wrexham game is our next game of the episode. All right, boys. All right. Doing well. 6 days into our next game. Hopefully we'll be okay. Hopefully we'll be okay. How's our under-21s going in Division 2? Can we find out? I've not clicked on Division 2, apparently. Our under-21s are sitting 10th, which is pretty cool. I'll take that every time. And our 18s, I think, are doing all right as well. Nice to win. All right, boys. Everyone calm down. Things are going okay for now. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Already up to 5 likes, over 50 views. Something about streaming. Did you rest up the players? I did not rest the players here, but it's probably not a bad shout considering the season that the time of the season we're in. Don't want to rest him too much because they need to develop, but I am going to rest him here for a couple of days. Probably a good shout. Nyberg's wanted by Burnley. He ain't going to Burnley. Sorry, Burnley. Burnley are in the Premier League. Good on you. He ain't going to Burnley. Up to 11 pace, 14 up to 11 acceleration, 14 pace, 6'6". Been working on his passing ability, trying to get his passing vision and technique to 11, and then we're going to try and work a few of the other things. But yeah, he's doing all right, Mr. Nyberg. Samba's developing quite nicely too. It's not showing that now, but he has been. But yeah, we're doing all right, doing okay. 4 days until we play Cardiff. We've got the scout reports for the next gen kids. Let's go through that. And then, yeah, this has been fantastic, lads. Absolutely fantastic. Right. So we've got this kid here. He's fantastic at Scotland. He probably never want to come to us, right? Obviously, for obvious reasons. But we're going to put him in the shortlist here indefinitely because he's pretty good for the future. This guy's a championship player at Dusseldorf of 18 million. Definitely going to have a look at him in the future. He looks all right. There's no interest in him right now. He's on 40k a week as well. You've got to remember that. Pasquale Amoroso. Italian looks pretty decent. No interest, already out on loan anyway. Probably worth keeping in indefinitely as well as a fullback. Paul, oh yeah, this guy's not bad. Yeah. Add him in indefinitely and see whatever happens. Soriano up front, worth 100 million. Again, the reason why you put him in the list is in case transfer drama in like 4 years and you get him in. Barocco here, Italian fullback / centre back. Like I would play him at centre back as the advanced centre back because he's so good. But Pietro is very good at Bologna. Probably be able to pick him up. But yeah. Goodwin, leading championship player in England, has got a little bit of interest, not much interest. Should be playing at Fulham as a squad player he is. All right, this guy's an Argentinian, 17 years of age, already at 3-star. Has no interest in coming in, could improve a lot. He looks very well-rounded as the striker though, to be fair. This guy at River Plate for 17 million is fantastic. So, like, getting this kid in would be fantastic in the whole. Like, decent play could improve a lot. 17 million release fee. Don't know how much money we're going to get, right? But he would be incredible over Reed. Like, look at him. 9 determination, 16 technique, very well-rounded physicals and technicals. Like, he's very good. So, like, someone like him goes into the book. It's Mario. Hold on. Mauro. Vilangra is a 10. He's worth 17 million, and he was Argentinian. It doesn't really matter. 8 jumping reach there anyway, which is not too bad. River Plate. Think he's pretty good. Go and have a look at him. I'm more interested in the centre back that we saw, to be honest. Edoa looks really good at Chelsea. Again, if he doesn't get minutes as a fringe player and gets upset because he wants to play more minutes, we could pick him up on a transfer. Ashke is pretty good in the 10 as well. Very creative. There's no interest here, but he's only worth 10 million. Is Mushin Ashke. 5'6". Good passing, good teamwork, good vision, good worker, good flair. Well, not too bad. Doesn't say anything about... Fairly consistent, which is great. Doesn't say anything about big games. A lot of the regens don't. Felix just had to put injuries, which is not good. But I think at 17, this kid would be fantastic. When he turns 18, he would probably want to come. So he's going to go in the book. Let's see on... which is not too bad. 5 jumping reach is a little bit small, but again, it's fine. Gustavo, a Brazilian Corinthians, got 16.5 mil release fee. Again, when I look at him, he's a pretty good defensive midfielder, to be honest. This guy's a DM, work that passing and that tackling ability, which you can't work tackling, but yeah, he's not bad. For 16 million, he ain't the worst for sure. Add him in, B+. Already playing at a good championship level with Premier League potential, is a consistent performer. Again, it depends on how much money we get in the Premier League. Depends on what positions we really want to look at too. This guy at Santos is a pretty good striker already in the Prem. Good Premier League, 15 mil, looks good. Had him in indefinitely. Don't think he's book worthy though. Alex Acosta. Alex Acosta looks really decent. Not prepared to sell mid-season. Who cares about that? Don't care about learning the language because that's fine. Yeah, I know. I've never actually used multiple shortlists on FM. I probably should. I've always been a bloke that writes it down in a book and then refer to my book at the end of the season. Go, these are the best of my kids in the shortlist. Who do I want to sign? I really need to set up a shortlist. I will do that off stream and set up a shortlist, Moldy. But yeah, never knew that feature existed. I don't know if that's a this year thing or whatever. But yeah, I think this kid's really good, Alexis Acosta. Already a good championship player, could improve a lot. You look at him as a wing back, right? Pretty good as a wing back. Gets up and down. One finishing though, and you got 6'5". Wow, I just saw that. You ever want to play centre back? This kid's a centre back. Hold up, this kid's a centre back. Alexis Acosta could be a centre back. 13 marking, 13 tackling, right? Good determination, decisions, concentration. Good anticipation, physically dominant at 6'5" with 14 and 15 pace. You could play him as the advanced centre back. Probably lacks a little bit in passing ability, but like it would get him in. You're going to be playing the advanced centre back role. You can dribble, right? And you're going to work his passing to make his passing as good as possible. And this kid's really good. I honestly reckon Alexis Acosta should be playing centre back. Am I dumb in thinking that? He's probably worth about like 2.5 million, and he is at once cutters. Great physicals. I just think as a centre back, 6'5", this guy is a physical monster with great mentals, work his passing ability, and he can naturally dribble. It would be really good. Like already got good technique. Vision and passing lack, but you get him to 12, it's fine. I just think the headering's fine. Like it is never going to be perfect, right? But I've used guys like this, and the headering's been 7. They score goals, so add indefinitely to the shortlist. I need to short out my shortlist at some point. This guy's pretty good. Yeah, like I'm not going to be able to get him, but sure. I don't think I'll be able to get him. I should add him into my shortlist anyway. This is why I always end up with like over 100 players in my shortlist, because I just add them all into the shortlist. This guy at Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah, okay. We know about you. We're never going to get you. Jamir, that's who we want to look at. So where's Jamir? Yeah, 350k. Like, absolute no-brainer. Very interested in loan, not interested in coming. Like 5'8", look at him as a winger. Apart from his finishing's even 7, but like determination, physically a monster, 5'8", he looks great. Yeah, he's going in the book in red. Jamir Diaz, yeah, must sign. See, if we get the note system, I'll note when he turns thing. He turns on the 5th of July, he turns it. Like, would you be interested in coming to me? Yeah, they always say this until they turn 18. At 18, he would come to me. I'd be in the Premier League. He's fantastic. Jamir Diaz is fantastic. Vincent is at Lorient, yes. This guy is a Dutch guy at 34. He's not bad. He's probably worth being in the shortlist at 18. Carlos at Portugal B, pretty good centre back to be fair at 5'11". Probably should actually get him in the shortlist. He could be really good in the future, definitely. Rory Rogers. See, that's a fullback too, but he's 48 million. For 48 million, I may as well go get someone else. Kim is fantastic. Does he want to come into me to get into the thing? No interest in coming now. I would love to sign him at 19. Wanted by Inter, 2.1 million. Looks fantastic. No transfer interest, which makes no sense. Kim Sen Hyun for 2.1 million is insane. Like, as an advanced centre back, sure. But as a ball playing centre back on the left hand side, great. And then we get this 6'5" Acosta in as the advanced centre back, Sander at right centre back. And I'm like, that's my back three. I'm sorted. Yeah, whoever Kim San Neong is must sign. Yeah, we already know what we need to do. Cool. This guy's pretty good. Sorry, boys, it's taking a little bit. He's not bad. Mexican right back. Looks pretty solid for a year. I've got games of football to get to. He's not bad. He's fairly solid, Eric. Pierre Bello. I like Pierre Bello a lot. Already a good championship player with Premier League potential. Apparently no interest in coming to us. Fairly susceptible to injuries. Doesn't say he's consistent or anything. Again, he's 6 foot, very well rounded as a centre forward. Like, he is the heir to Morales' throne. Pierre Bello. Like him. Moncho, I know all about. This guy here, the Croatian at Hajduk Split. Yeah, like, he's fantastic. He obviously is not going to want to come to us now, but, like, yeah. Fantastic is Pedro. Gonna put him in the book too. Jero Bedicic is a left wing back. 9.8 million at Hajduk Split. He's pretty good. I think he would be a great little fullback. He's already fantastic. Add in indefinitely. This guy here. Galena. He's also very good. He's very quick as a wingback. Great physicals. Like, physically a monster as well. No interest in coming into us right now. But again, 15 determination, physically a monster. Can get up and down with 16 work rate. Just let him go and blitz past people. I almost think he's better. Probably cost me about 6 mil at Fiorentina. I think he's really decent too. I like his physicals. Garcia is a Colombian with Premier League potential as a ball-winning midfielder. 80k is really decent. Add him into the shortlist indefinitely too. Bit small for me, but 16 headering. Diaz apparently wants to leave Milan because his promise was not to keep for his signing. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, we got new youth intake. Come on. Be good. Heel steals the show. Come on. Be good. All right, everybody. We have an elite talent. We have an inside fullback that is elite. And we actually have an Australian that has already got 1.5 stars. All right. Corey Hatton. Yeah, 5'10", very well rounded. Only 15. That's actually really nice because he's only 15. No nonsense goalkeeper. 6'2", 15 years of age, fairly well rounded. He'll be okay. He's never going to be great. And Mitchell Strong. He already looks decent, Mitchell Strong. 6'1", 14 finishing, 19 determination. Good off the ball, good technique, great flair. Well-rounded physically, just a little bit poor. Has some potential, I would say. We'll go back in for YouTube here. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Youth intake. Everyone always wants to see youth intake. You can see here our facilities have definitely upgraded average and now good youth facilities. We still need to upgrade like coaching budgets and stuff. Corey Hatton comes out and he's not bad. 5'10", could play centre back, could play fullback, could play wing back, right? Has 5-star potential, which is always nice, right? Which is pretty cool. More importantly though, is he's fairly well rounded when you look at him. So his physicals at 15, which means they're going to develop quite nicely. Lots of 8s and 9s. Not too bad. He should get another growth spurt, so that jumping reach should come up. Not bad. When you look at his mentals, right, determination's a little low, but a lot of those mentals, especially if like you look at centre back, are all 9s plus, so they're all going to get to 11, 12 and be usable. Termination a little low, decent leadership is fine. Great positioning naturally, right? Good teamwork, good work rate. So getting up and down from centre back or as the advanced centre back, not that bad. And the reason why I like him as advanced centre back, right? If you look at him as an advanced centre back, which we do play with an advanced centre back, natural 13 passing, right? His vision will naturally go up, his technique will naturally go up. Probably should be working on that ball touch and those technicals or some pace. But I think at 15, Corey Hatton could be really good. So that's Corey Hatton. I also think that Charlie Abbott as a backup goalkeeper, maybe one day he's a little raw at 6'2", still is only 15, so he could develop quite nicely. But Mitchell Strong could be someone that we could look at. An Australian that is English, which as you can see here, nationalities right here, was born in Glen Innes in Australia. There you are. I think this guy will end up playing caps for Australia. At 16 years of age, he's got 14 finishing, 11 composure off the bat. 6'1" is a little bit slow, but he's 19 determination as a model citizen. Reminds me a lot of when Andy Wakefield came through in our first intake all those many moons ago, 6 seasons ago. Was like this as well, like well-rounded-ish, great determination, developed massively. What I like though is he's got 13 technique, 14 finishing. When you look at those technicals, there's a lot of 9s and 8s that are going to get to 11 within a few seasons. If he worked on his passing ability or his pace, I actually think he becomes quite usable, and maybe with a couple of loan spells, he could be a player in the next 3-4 years that could break in as well. So Mitchell Strong's not bad. Corey Hatton, I think, is going to be brilliant. We've got a pretty decent intake there. It's not a star-stunning intake, but a pretty good intake nonetheless. All right, so that's youth intake done. Awesome. All right, youth intake. Let's go and sign the guys I need to sign, which is these 3. I think he's very good. Approach to sign. Finalise, negotiate. 750, 3-year deal. Let's go and just make that like that and make that like that. Done. Corey Hatton, I think, could be really good. Charlie Abbott is probably going to be good enough to approach on a contract as a youngster. Going to go to a full-time contract and go 3 years at 410. Because I think as a backup goalkeeper in our youth team, he would be decent at least to keep around and then release him at some stage. Mitchell Strong, I think, is great. Yeah. Optional 2-year deal instead of 3-year deal as well to trigger for Mitchell Strong. And that will keep Mitchell Strong here until he's in his 20s, which is really good. And I'll be interested to see how he develops. And that's probably something we should actually look to negotiate with all our youth guys, is like a 2-year optional extension and then just extend it straight away when they sign. But yeah, very nicely done. I'll give that an extension. Those 3 aren't bad. Not going to use them anytime, but yeah, hold a team meeting. No need to after winning the last couple of games, so that's fine. Yeah. I think all 3 of them could be really good. Like 5-star potential is going to be anywhere around a Premier League player. So yeah, he's done all right. Got to note that Timothy David keeps developing this well. I will loan him out. I think that's the best thing to do is with our best young kids is to loan them out, because I think with 13 minutes playing in the National League, he would be fairly decent. But yeah, Weller impresses in the under-21, scoring a hattie. Good on you, buddy. I actually want to talk to you about being a breakthrough prospect if you want to. See if he likes it. If he doesn't like it, then so be it. All right, let's have a look. All right, get it, makes sense. Yeah, it seems that top option of telling him, I just don't think you're good enough to play at this level, they're like, yeah, actually, I agree with you. Works quite a lot, which is quite nice, boys. All right, same team. Wakefield, Henderson, and Weller all played in the under-21s, so forgot about that, but at least they got minutes, so we're going to take them off the bench. That's fine. Rest of the team picks itself. It's fine. I think if Nyberg's my backup centre-back next year in the Premier League, we're doing really well. I think if Nyberg and Fish are my backup centre-backs in the Premier League next year, we're doing really well. But yeah, because I definitely think we're playing this system. I don't think we're doing anything else. Adrian's developing quite nicely, which is good to see as well. Needs to work on that outer position work. And let's go into the match, and here we are. I will go and turn the kettle on to make one last coffee for the stream as well. But yeah, I'm going to do that very quickly. Should be beating Cardiff here. Winning here is huge. Win today, and I think we're going to go up. Alright, here we go. First highlight, got the kettle boiling. And away we go here. Will Fish. Good run. Good ball. Into Helgeson. Does well, Helgeson. Back to Adrian. Back to Mr. Helgeson. Good ball inside to Sander. Franker. Adrian. Great ball to Helgeson. Can he cut it? He does. Pozzo, and it's gone around the post after the deflection. It was a very well worked move. 0-0. Playing quite well. Hopefully, continue on. If you are watching on YouTube, give it a like, subscribe. Thank you for being here. If you are watching on Twitch, thank you for being part of the OG community since 2018. Already 5 likes and 60 views. Nicely done. The stream has done well. Nil-nil. It's a very good first half performance. Oh, they were not happy with that. Wow. We've butchered the team talk. I was pretty happy, to be fair. Thought we played all right. That's not good. And the last time I butchered the team talk, we conceded straight away after half time. It seems, unlike on FM24, it really didn't matter. It matters a little bit more on FM26, but yeah. Pozzo, good ball out here to Appion. 51 minutes in. Good run from Mascaro, but Appion whips the ball in, cleared away, only as far as Mr. Daniel Helgeson. Cuts it. Adrian. Franker. Appion. Mascara, Pozzo, straight at the keeper. Either side of him was a goal, but unfortunately that one's straight at the keeper, and that's going to be 0-0. $60 minutes played. Nothing really to write home with. Bristol are beating Hull, and Forest are winning against Ipswich, which does help Forest out. 67 minutes play, we are going to make a change here. Filbert will come in for Pozzo, sure, is what we'll do. Appion's looking nervous, not having the best game. We get Blankley out there. I think Inzem in for Adrian as well. Few changes. Try and change the game. A point is okay. Hull just equalised against Bristol. Would have been nice to see them lose. We still got time here to get a goal. I'm not going to go aggressive to find it, though. Filbert has options in the box. He shoots, falls to Reed. Reed does score. We do make it 1-0 in the 75th minute. Brilliance. Come on, boys. Come on. That is going to be 1-0. While that highlight's going, I'm going to quickly make that coffee. 80 minutes. Still doing well. Nyberg. Blankley. Still going. Franca. Sander. Blankley. Good ball into Franca. Mateus getting in the box. Big moment. Scores 2-0. 2 late goals here for Mateus Franca. Or not 2 late goals for Mateus Franca. 2 late goals for Maidenhead. And late goal for Mateus Franca. And well, boys, 0-0. Saw Bristol. We saw that Hull scored. And as soon as the word came out to the ground that Hull scored to make it 1-1, we just seemed to have changed gear a little bit. And that is superb. We're going to go and waste time now. And just lower that tempo to try and see this one out. Give the ball away, which is not good. Davies into Brannon. That's a pretty good ball. No, against the run of play, eh? Against the run of play, hey? Nervy times. Welcome back in YouTube. We've just conceded a goal after being 2-0 up to Cardiff here in the 87th minute. We need to see this game out. This would be a big win if we could hold on. And will we is the question. It's a highlight straight away. I did do the cardinal sin of actually change this into a lower tempo and a time waste more often. Going to change it back here. If we concede 2 goals in 3 minutes, I would be annoyed. This is not good and not what I wanted to see as they have the ball. It just feels like one that we're going to throw away. Thought that went in. It is going to still be 2-1. That's fine. Yeah, Hull were drawing 1-1, which you guys can maybe see. Hull were losing 1-0 at home and then have scored to make it 1-1. As soon as they scored in the 73rd, we went and scored a goal, and then Franca scored a really nice goal in the 83rd minute as well. But yeah, as it stands, with a minute left on the clock, we're on the ball. Mateus Franca, and Zem, not known for his goal-scoring ability, puts one over the bar. Hopefully we don't see too much of a highlight now. This has been a very nervy one to see out. And Hull have scored a late goal. Hull have come back from from 1-0 down to make it 2-1 here, but we have won. That's a big result for Hull. It keeps them in the title fight. Be down to what Forest have done here today as well. And yeah, have Forest played? Maybe they've already played and I didn't realise. But yeah, Hull were losing 2-1. Let's just save the game in case clicking, makes it crash. Even though I haven't had a crash in the last 48 hours of playing Football Manager. Never know, especially after winning a game of football, right? Just make sure. But yeah, as you can see here, Bristol 1-0 down in the 9th minute, and then 62 and a 93rd minute winner keeps their title hopes alive, keeps them banging on the door against us. But yeah, Forest again did win against Ipswich 3-0 to break this losing streak, which is good for them. But yeah, as you can see here, we're on 86 points. There is 4 games left to go. The most amount of points that Forest can get to is 87. We win our next game, we are going to the Premier League, and I'll be here for that against Wrexham in just a second. All right, nice. And Hull, 7 points. Got Wrexham in 3 days. We're going to rest the boys. And then, yeah. Let's continue on. 3 days. Got an hour and 20 minutes, 15 minutes to get this all done. We should get done in the next hour. If we don't get it finished, but we're going up, it's the most important thing, right? But we should be done. How many games we got to get through? Like 4 games. That's fine. Strong signs a new youth deal. They all signed a new youth deal. That's really good to see. Got Wrexham. Haddon signing a new youth deal. Well done, Mr. Haddon. Yeah, like in a few hours that I'll finish this meeting and then go to golf, right? I'll just do a heap of like upgrades to the team and whatnot. See how we go here against Wrexham. Here we go. A game that if we win the title. Save the game. It's welcome in YouTube. We'll get all the editing done as well once the stream is done too, which is not bad. I'm really up to date with the editing at the moment, which is really nice. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. A win today, and we are in the Premier League. A win today, and it's very likely we win the title. First thing, Adrian, you got to remember, I disagreed with the scouts. They reckon he only had 3-star potential. And then my coach reckon he only had 4-star potential. I said he's got plenty. Could have proven significantly and already a good championship footballer. Yeah, that's right. He has developed into quite a defensive midfielder and is up to 3.5 star and is one of our better DMs at the football club. He's been sensational. Anyhow, Hansi, Fish, Sander and Nyberg. Appiong and Helgeson in his last season for us. Adrian and Franca, who have been fantastic together in the middle of the park. They've got a decent understanding, though they don't. But the front three do of Reed, Pozzo and Mosquera. Look, we have a team that is not too bad. We have a team that if this team did get us to the Premier League, I would try to keep most of it and buy a lot of like young 17 to 21-year-olds that have like great potential that would break into the first team by the end of the season. Give Pozzo and Mosquera a chance in the top flight to keep us up and go and get like 2 like 18-year-old strikers that are like really good and like play them off the bench and get them into the first team by the end of the season, that sort of thing. A couple of centre backs that have really good potential to be like a really good option that maybe could get in over Nyberg and Fish. And yeah, that's what I would be doing. But we can't really think about the Premier League just yet because we're not there yet. We have got the game. If you are watching on stream, we are, of course, live. We've been live this whole time. There's 2 hours and 39 minutes of stressfulness. We've been live. So if you want to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. You know when we've gone live on Twitch or /YouTube because we're touring on both at the same time. And yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a result here. Anyhow, away from home, Wrexham have been decent. They are fighting for their lives to stay in the playoffs, by the way. John Terry is their coach. Hopefully we get the result. Pozzo's already scored 1 good free kick this year, and this is goal-scoring range, Pozzo. And can he score? Free kick hits the bar, unlucky. Falls to Adrian, who goes down. Referee says that's not a penalty. Maybe went down a little bit too easily, and that's going to be 0-0. Dim, good to see you, mate. Yes, boys, indeed. How's things? We have got that Twitch chat popping up. It is in a bit of a weird spot, and it is hard to see, but yeah. How's the playoff push? If we win today, we're in the Premier League, Dim. You've come in where mathematically, if we win this game, we can't be caught by Forest when we're finishing first or second. Anyway, Sander does well. Ball out to Irving. And they move it around here, Wrexham. A win for them would kill us. It wouldn't kill us, but yeah, but they have scored. That's a very well-worked move from Wrexham, and we are 1-0 down. Always going to be a little bit of drama, wasn't there? There was always going to be a little bit of drama. We started off today, Dim, who's in our stream, and for those on YouTube, we started off today's stream by not winning a game in 4. We drew and then lost 3 in a row, including to Hull. Hull won basically every game bar 1 in the last 2 months. Forest, luckily for us, have lost every game bar 2 in the last 2 months and have been really poor. And yeah, luckily for us, we then went and beat Watford. We went and pumped Bolton. We went and beat Cardiff 2-1 in a nervy one. So we won our last 3. And that should be enough to get us to the Premier League. But today, mathematically, a win would secure it. A point would mean that we'd have to lose every game and Forest would have to overturn like a 15, 20 goal difference. So very unlikely. So a point is not mathematically secure, but more than likely secure. But yeah, Forest, by the way, have to win every game. So even if we don't win today and Forest don't win, we are going to be up as well. We should be up from here. I don't see us not going up. But who knows? We maybe lose every game and Forest win every game. We finish third. Nyberg into Appiong. Hopefully we just go and get an equaliser right now. Adrian has been fantastic. Mascara, good ball out to Helgeson. One of his last games for us. Cuts it to Reed. And just like that, it is an equaliser. It is 1-1. Very nicely done, boys. 30 minutes. We've conceded down one end. Reed in the hole has got his 13th and 38. He is someone that if in the Premier League, I would love to give game time to because he really knows what's going on. But I would like to sign maybe a backup. Oh, well, actually, we've got Rycliffe on loan. He would be the backup 10 and hopefully get him developing. But yeah, Reed doing quite well. And nicely done. And it is going to be 1-1. We've dominated the game, though. Wrexham's only shot on target's gone in, so a little bit unlucky. Again, we'll look at the other results. Hull's playing Sunderland, and Sunderland have gone from 1-0 down to 2-1 up. So there goes Sunderland. We can look for Forest's results, but I didn't see him there. But Hull were 1-0 up, now 2-1 down. They were losing last time out and scored 2 late goals, as we just showed you, to go and win. Junior Krupi is a bit of a joke in the championship. But yeah, 43 minutes in. A win today does secure the title, does secure promotion no matter what. Appiong, ball in. It's nice when the fullbacks actually listen and cross, because when they do, we look elite. A lot of our chances get missed when they don't decide to do what Appiong's just done, which is to go on a run and try and shoot. Again, Franca in that box-to-box, breaking lines, great ball, and Appiong looks up, Mascara's there, and when he give the man the service, he does score. Pozzo would have tapped it in too, they were both there. And that is now, from 1-0 down, a 2-1 lead. And as it stands, we are Premier League bound. 4 minutes of added time here. This would be against the run of play. Of course, it's Mascara to put us up. Galea. And in the end, Hansy makes a brilliant save. He's been fantastic. Didn't make the next gen listed, Hansy. That just came out. Came in 46th in next gen. The only Australian to make the list, but he's Serbian, Bosnian, Australian. He's just wonderful. And yeah, as it stands, we're very, very, very good on 89 points in the live table. Forest are drawing 2-2 to West Brom, so that's just happened. Forest have just scored to make it 2-2. And there we are. So where are Forest on this list? Sunderland are still winning, which is great. That kind of nearly secures the title for us as well. West Brom are now beating Forest 3-2. They've just gone ahead again, West Brom, where my mouse is right there. And there we go. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can just hold on. But as it stands, not even winning today, we would be up to the Premier League. We look Premier League bound. We did our best to choke it. Luckily, Forest choked as well. And then we've regrouped and resettled. We've done well. Helgeson, been fantastic. Goes on a run. Cuts it back to Pozzo, who puts it just into the feet of his centre-back, and it's gone wide. We've been the better side here. I will say, once we have secured this Premier League, I'm going to start playing Borelli every game over Helgeson to give him some minutes. Might even play Sammy Blankley too to give him some minutes as well. But 67 minutes played, it is 2-1. I am going to make a couple of changes here. Don Weller has been doing okay, and he is going to go in for Pozzo. Dylan Ryan is going to come in as well, and he's going to come in for Reed. Is Ryan. Ryan coming back from injury, still wanted by United, but is fit enough to come off the bench here today. And I am going to get Sammy Blankley in for Helgeson to give him some minutes to make 3 changes there. We are 2-1 up, but it'll be okay, hopefully. Again, Hull is still losing. West Brom's still winning, which means Forest are losing. As it stands, no matter what we do here today, we are in the Premier League next year, which would be fantastic. And we should have been there last year. Sander, back into Will Fish. Fish into Adrian. Finds Ryan. Dom Weller. Great ball out to Sammy Blankley, playing in his more preferred right-hand side, even though he's left-footed. Great ball in the box, and unfortunately, Weller's hit the post. Appiong now with a chance to seal it, and that is a great save from the Wrexham goalkeeper. Probing for that third. If we find a third, it is all she wrote, and we are in the promised land. The main goal of Park to Prem is to take your side from the Vanarama National League South or North to the Premier League, and we are 15 minutes away from achieving that. Franca, driving, running, Blankley there. Adrian, highlight still going. Appiong puts it wide. Unfortunately, it's not the sealer. It's still only 2-1. A point basically mathematically secures it. Sunderland are now winning 3-1. This is a game that likely wins us the title, lads. It will be very hard for Hull to get the title from us after today. If they lose, they had to be perfect. Had to hope we drop points. We dropped enough points to make it close, tight, and tense. But when push came to shove, we've looked like a side that have deserved this today. But with 10 minutes on the clock, Galea's in, and Hansy pulls off an outrageous 1-on-1 save. A great save from Hansy. Still 2-1, 80 minutes played. Instructions. Going to more time wasting with 86 minutes left on the clock. We've got 2 time wasting subs, and we're going to make them both now. Henderson's going to come in for Mascara, and Adrian's going to come off for Enzem. 2 time wasting changes to see out this one here. Wait, they have a right wing named Ronaldo? Yeah, they do. We'll have a look at him in a second, hopefully, if this we get another highlight or etc. But yeah, they have Ronaldo on the ball. That's a little bit concerning. Ronaldo. First time I've realised that. Fujimoto, Ronaldo. Well, unfortunately, we're not going up today. Well, we could be no matter what. Let's have a look at this Ronaldo, because he just blitzed us. Who is it? I have a 30-year-old Ronaldo. Interesting. There you go. He looks pretty decent. But yeah, not actual Ronaldo. 3 minutes of added time. We would need to concede one here to not go into the Premier League. And well, ladies and gentlemen, a point is good enough. We've been a little bit unlucky not to win. We've been absolutely dominant. But that puts us at 87 points. Forest have not won. They have dropped into 4th. Hull, I don't think, have got a result. That point is huge. I'm over the moon. That is Premier League. We've achieved it. We've got the Steam notification. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got the budget, which we'll have a look at in just a second. Maidenhead is promoted to the Premier League. Before we do anything, let's save the game. For whatever reason, Control S sometimes doesn't do whatever. We are in the Prem. Outrageous. It didn't look like it was going to happen, but we are in the Premier League. Let's go have a look at the budget. We've been given 33,525,000. Unreal. 34 million to go and spend on players to make this team Premier League ready. That is a great one. We've only got 18 million finances, but we'll obviously get the money from the TV revenues, etc. And yeah, that's awesome. We are there in the Prem. Let's go and have a look at what this means now in terms of the table. So Forest obviously lost their game. They lost 4-3 in a thriller. They were 4-2 down, so at no point did it look like we weren't getting promoted today. Even if we conceded that late goal, we were going to be fine. And Hull, in the end, lost 3-1 to Sunderland, which is huge. Hull and Forest play each other next game out. Whereas 3 games to go, Hull can only get to 88 points. Yeah, we need 2 points to secure the title in 3 games. 1 win, we win the title, ladies and gentlemen. I will come at the end of hopefully the Millwall game for the celebrations of the trophy. But on the end of the day, in the championship, do you really care about winning the title? Not really. All you care about is promotion to the Premier League, the promised land. First stage of Path to Prem complete. We have taken Maidenhead from the Vanarama National League South to the Premier League, and now we look beyond. Let's go, boys. Outrageous. We tried our best to bottle job it. We really did try our best to bottle job it. Can anyone know where we went live today? Where did we go live today? Winning a title race. 1-1 against Middlesbrough. Oxford haven't won a game in their last 22. Beat me 2-0. They're bottom, right? Lost to Sunderland. Then Hull dominated us. I actually played 4-2-3-1 in that game because we were raging. And then I literally said, if we don't get promoted, I'm ending the save. And the boys must have heard me. And then we beat Watford 2-0 in a game that went great. Slapped Bolton. Cardiff, they scored really late to make it nervy. And then against Wrexham, we absolutely dominated and should have done whatever. But yeah, look at the XG table, by the way. Fantastic. Exactly where we need to be. Let's have a look at this. Olivia Carrera from the next gen list, looking pretty decent as a winger. Don't think he's really going to come in for me, but worth keeping in the short list. I'll figure out how to do the short list as well, boys, and then we'll get this all done too. Ali's not bad. Do that. Harry Evans at centre back on loan. He's someone that they might release. He's got Premier League potential. I don't know if I would use him, but he's very well rounded. 6'1", good physicals. I think Harvey Evans is definitely someone to go into the shortlist for the long term. And then this Iranian looks pretty decent at Monaco, but he's probably too much money. So, yeah, but we'll do that. We need to figure out our shortlist. We've already scouted some people from the next gen list that we really want for next year. There's 3 guys I really want, and I would love to be able to go get them. But I will go get them once they realise I'm a Premier League club. But, yeah. Anyhow, there we are. Impact, promotion joy, love it. Outrageous. Nyberg is developing. I want Nyberg to be our backup centre back next year. Harry Evans, someone you just keep for registration. What does he do? Anyway, Nyberg, look at him. Oh, fantastic. Vision up to 11, which is quite nice. His passing's up to 10. We would love to get that to 11 too. Mentally is now looking quite like a centre back apart from aggression. Don't know what that was. That sounded like a nice screech. And Anton is looking good. See, Burnley want him, right? And then Antwerp in the Belgium league want him. Interesting. Scary gets a goal bonus. Dylan Ryan is now out for 4 to 6 weeks. Another injury for Dylan, no good. He's had a couple injuries now. He's going to be 19 playing in the Prem. Canada still don't care. He'll get called up at some point. But anyway, we're up. This guy from Trinidad and Tobago looks fairly well-rounded, but according to the game, does not have good enough potential. Could improve a lot. Vanarama National League South. I quite like him. I think he's someone that you would just sign, right, and just be like, hey, you're going to come in and play in my under 21s and my under 18s, and like you're going to see if you develop, and if you do, great, and if you don't know. Because like he's mentally very well-rounded, technically decently well-rounded, not great, but like if he came in and played every game in the under 21s, would he develop? Maybe. He's only 17 as well, so like Justin could develop. Wants 2 to 3K a week. All right. On a free. I think he's okay. $1.8K a week. It's not the worst for 3 years. See if he develops. This guy here has potential to be a championship centre back. Yeah. Again, I look at this kid and I'm like, at 18 years of age, he ain't that bad. Determination's a little low, but 6'3", physically very well rounded, right? Good jumping reach, good pace, takes a while to get there. Good bravery, good aggression. 10 tackling, 12 marking, headering. Like he's a little bit too young to be whatever, but at 6'3", again, I'm thinking put him in the under 21s. Would he develop? Probably, and maybe under 21s better. So yes, I think we've got to go for him too. We'll have a look at him as well. I think that's fine. Remove that, remove that, remove that. I'll give you a 5-year deal at 1.6. 5-year deal at 1.9. How about a 5-year deal at 2? All right. 2K, 5 years. We'll keep him until he's like 22, 23 in the under 21s. He might even be good just to make our best youth prospect kids come through. Dim, you missed youth intake. Let me know when you want to see youth intake, by the way. And this guy's just not good enough. Cool. Couple of the things. That's how we found Phil Hill. He was getting released by Chelsea. Chelsea probably are like, why did I release him now? But you do find the occasional one that gets released and you're like, yeah, he's really good, but yeah. Ask general manager to sign recommended players for the youth intake. New contract. No, I do not want to give you a new deal. Why does it always ask my coaches to talk to him? Look, what sort of deal would you like? If he wants like 20K a week, I'm going to be very livid. Yeah. Doesn't deserve a new deal. Now the board are unhappy. Now they're unhappy. He doesn't deserve it. I'm going to dismiss it. I'm not in the mood to be tolerant this level of dissent from my players who are supposed to be loyal to me. You can make all the French you want. My decision stands. Not the right decision? Sure, whatever. I'm not giving him a new deal. There's no point. He's not worth 20k a week. I'll just sell him. It's fine. Don't really care. Like, who does he think he gets in over? He's not a good enough backup even for the Prem anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, 23k a week. You're going from being on 5k a week to 23k a week. You're not even good enough to be playing in League One. You can go. Like, Sheffield want to make a bid? Sure. Come on. You can go for a couple mil. Happily sell you. What can I say? I'm not going to sit here and tolerate it. If you want to stay, stay. If you don't, then don't. Borelli show him pleasing. I think Borelli's doing really well. I'm going to give him a start here, I think. So everyone wants a pay rise? Probably. Julia Roberts. Justin Roberts comes in. The whole team, they always do. And then it's just like, you're not good enough. What do you want from me? So Roberts comes in. Sanders ill. Mark Reed's injured. Okay, what's going on here? So Sanders is ill. Food poisoning. Taylor's got a sprained foot and Reed's out with a sprained foot as well. Well, Reed's season's over. Apparently, Dylan Ryan is also injured too. That's no good. All right, Hans Pullis comes back in. That's fine. All right. I'll start Don Weller because why not? I'm also going to start Hans Pullis over Pozzo because the season's over. But it's basically over anyway. Filbert can come in. Don't care about that. And I think because this season is over, we're going to go one on one side. We're going to go Blakely on the other side and Sander for Nyberg. And then Wakefield can come in and play. And Sander is out for another 4 days. Should be fine. We're going to just rotate slightly for the rest of the season because why not? And play that. And that gives Weller some minutes to also, kind of improve a little bit. And then Pullis can play. Pullis has been scoring goals in that complete, that central forward role. Or central splitting whatever role. And then, yeah. And anyhow, all right. So I think that's what we do, and that will rotate in nicely. Nyberg's looking very good. Don't think he's an advanced centre back, but he's looking very good. Adrian's developed into a 3.5-star centre defensive mid in a season as well. Look at this. He's been fantastic here, Adrian. Very well done. Right. Bit of rotation here. Give Blankley and Borelli some game time. They're obviously going to be my backups next year. We do need to sign a first choice right wing back for sure next season. And then, yeah. Wakefield apparently just played in the under-21s. Boo. Need to remember to forget to do that. That's right. Sam is probably fit enough to play anyway. It's just food poisoning, all right? Should be fine. Just go strap a diaper on and off you go. We'll give Wakefield 45 minutes. But, yeah. If he's my last choice centre-back, Andy Wakefield, I've done okay, to be honest, next year. Right. A win here today wins us the title. Away we go. Bit rotated because also you need to win every game. We need to lose every game to not win the title. Very unlikely this happens. Millwall haven't had the best of years. We should be able to rotate and win, but every time we've rotated, we have not won. So who knows? And then, yeah, it all comes down to what Hull do. And they're also playing Forest today, away at Forest. Forest know they have to win that game to claw back the gap in order to try and get automatically promoted. So hopefully Forest is going to do what they need to do, which is win the game against Hull. Also, if Hull draw, they can't catch us anyway. Forest have to win every game. So, yeah. Anyway, Mateus Franca, who's been fantastic. Can't wait to use him in the Premier League. Awesome. Ball in. Cleared away. Back to Franca. Has options. Hans Pullis. Fires just over the bar. Going to be 0-0. 20-odd minutes played. Looking decent. Hopefully go and find that goal. Any Wakefield already tired. We'll get him off at half-time. That's fine. Mill only having the one chance. Go back and have a look if there's a goal in the Forest game. Forest are winning 1-0, so we win the title today no matter what we do. But, yeah. Sammy Blankley into Adrian. Sammy Blankley. Adrian. Nyberg. Good ball out there. Borelli beats a man. Does he cross the ball? Does he shoot? Does neither. Goes back to Adrian. Borelli. Good ball in. Sammy Blankley. 1-0. First goal in 18. Your team ready for the Prem? No, but they haven't been ready for any level, Paulie. So, yeah. But we'll be fine, Mr. Paulie boy. We'll be fine. Borelli. We've got some good talent. We've got some players that can play over Premier League level. It's all about just getting the 38 points and staying up. Good finish from Sammy Blankley. We lead 1-0. And nice to see Sammy Blankley get a goal. Highlight here right on half-time. Usually a pointless highlight when it's this deep into the added time. But you never know. It could be them actually scoring and making it 1-1. Could be us maybe on the break here. Hans Pullis made a great run. Ignored. Franca. Do think this is going to be pointless. We're taking too long to get in behind here. Yeah, it's pointless highlight. Yeah. Okay with that. There's nothing wrong with that. 45 minutes away from winning the title. Delighted with the performance so far. Wakefield's had a pretty good game. We're going to get in Sander in for this one, I think, which is fine for Wakefield. You know what? Just keep it like that. Who cares? And start the second half. Yeah, I definitely think I want to keep the core of the team the same, but I think Nyberg and Will Fish coming out the team, being my backup centre-backs on the bench, would be really important. And I think if we kept the same front three next year, but had a really good backup striker that's probably should be starting for us, would be not bad. As we're about to be 1-1 here after half-time. We should have been 2. That was not a good start, boys. Anyhow, that's fine. Ball goes out there to Sammy Blankley. Good run from Sammy. Loses out. Trips over his own feet. Cool. Game's changed here. Millwall playing really well here post half-time. That should be a goal if he cuts it. That should be. Wow, that's a bad miss. All right, 50 minutes played, only 1-0. We need to really get going here, boys, because that's been a horrible start post half-time. Okay, what's changed? Why are we not being able to play football? That's a great ball. Cool. After half-time against a team that is not great, there we are. Forest are winning, so we win the title anyway, but yeah, it would be nice to play well. After half-time, all Millwall. Apparently not, according to the match momentum. From what I saw, all Millwall. But yeah, 60 minutes played, we're going to do that. We're going to get Borelli off for Helgeson. We're going to get Appiong on the other side for Sammy Blankley. Makes a little bit stronger out at fullback. Ball back stick cleared away by Nyberg. Millwall really dominating. Anyway, Mascara wins it on the break though, and this is where we're usually pretty good. Good ball from Domwelle out to Helgeson. Good run. Going nicely. Daniel cuts it, and there's Mascara at the back stick, and just like that, bang, 2-1. Nice to see your fullbacks cut the ball. It is really nice to see it. And we go 2-1 up. Yeah, it's really done well. That stream built free at the back did really well. And then we made those tweaks after spending all morning yesterday watching some content on how free at the back's working for other people. And yeah, I think we did well. Foden, Rodriguez, Castillo. This would be against the runner play again. Millwall not letting us win the title. Oh, come on, Millwall. Don't do it. Good save, Hansy. Don Weller will come off here. We're going to get Finn Welch in to, get that title. And we'll get Pozzo in for Hans Pullis, who's had a stinker. Do you have a meeting in under an hour? We'll be ending the stream in about 40 minutes time, so I can prep for that meeting. And get my second screen up and stuff. That's not a foul. Oh, he's red carded. See you later. Second yellow for Pasquale Amoroso, who we just scouted, by the way. He's on loan at Millwall. And in typical Millwall fashion, they're down to 10 men. Pozzo from distance would be a great free kick. Would be a party piece. Come on, Mano Pozzo. Fire it in there, son. Mano Pozzo. Big free kick. Steps up. Goes short. He faked us all. Finn Welch out to Appiong. Wow, okay. Why would he not shoot? In the end, Appiong, denied by the woodwork, stays in play. Scored twice from set pieces from about similar range and doesn't do that. Backstick ball. Puzzo. Oh, what a save from Sherry. To be fair to the Millwall keeper to keep it at 2-1. It was a great save. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. 5 minutes away from winning the title. As you guys can see, unless Hull score 2 late goals and we can see 2 late goals, we are winning the title with a couple games in hand. 7 minutes of added time. We are there, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have 35 million to spend, and next episode is going to be a transfer special to get us ready for the Premier League. We're into the promised land. We are title winners. Why do we not get no title lift? I hate that doesn't happen. I was here for the title lift. But we are champions. I can guarantee we are champions here, which is fantastic. And we are champions, as you guys can see, just here. Very odd that we weren't given a trophy lift. It happens most times. Doesn't happen sometimes. But yeah, no trophy lift. Wanted to see us go and lift the championship. Secure our victory. And with all the epic glory. But we are in the championship. It looks pretty good. We are going to play the last couple of games and talk about the team. Next episode, exactly what we need. You're going to go on a massive scout. We've got people already in the massive scout. When you look at our player recommendations and you go to recruitment focuses, we've got Spain, we've got France, we've got Portugal, Brazil, Premier League. We've got all these stuff. We go into previous, completed ones. You have got England, you've got Africa, Asia, Australia, you name it. We have gone and scouted it. And we'll be going through all these scout reports and finding those gems to really fit the team. Will we find them? I think we will. Is this team good enough to keep us in the Premier League next year? Probably not, so we're going to need some transfers. And that will be next episode. We are in to the Premier League as champions after losing the playoff final last year. If you've enjoyed the episode, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. We, of course, have been live this whole time. Been live for 90-odd% of the matches of this season. 90% of the saves played live on stream. Hit the notification bell down below. You will know when we go live. If you ever miss a live stream, the playlist above me is to the live stream section, which is all in chronological order. You also have, obviously, the playlist to the videos. So if this is your first video, made it all the way through, go click that and go and check out the whole save. There's been a lot of drama to get to this point. But from Damien, from Maidenhead, from Park to Prem, the Premier League, here we come. Beautiful. Done. Nice. I will edit all that after my meeting is done, and that is going to be episode number 8, part 8. Got a couple things to edit. Everything else is up to date, which is really good, which is not too bad. We're not going to end the stream just yet, though. We're going to need to play these last couple of games out. I might instant result them so we can talk about what we need for the team. I won't be live for the initial scout, but I will be live. It sounds likely that we're not going to do an FPL podcast tonight, which is unfortunate. Paul's got something on after work, so he can't make it. Me and Dom were going to do it, but Dom's quite unwell. So it sounds like instead of me just streaming by myself, I'm going to do a bit of a Premier League stream after work tonight. But yeah, as I said, I've got a meeting. I need to be off in the next 40 minutes. We've got 40 minutes now, but we have won the title. We've got 2 games to go. I might instant result both, so then we can talk about the team. And yeah. We are fantastic. We could lose both games. I don't really care. But yeah, crowned as champions. The only thing I would care about is like someone doing their ACL or something, which hopefully does not happen. But we are okay, ladies and gentlemen. 2 games to go. We'll get through them quickly. We'll talk about the team and what we need. And And then, yeah, we'll include you guys obviously in that chat. Staff numbers. Our coaching has gone up. So we're now at 3 more coaches and we're allowed 3 more recruitments, and performance analysts are allowed at 4 more. Cool. I will do that after the stream. This is fairly easy for me to do. We're allowed a few more physios and sports scientists and that sort of stuff. I will go through the coaches and make sure they're elite. Something I'll do off stream. I know that is not particularly the most, vividing of thrilling things to watch. Vividing, what word? That's not even a thing. O'Malley signs for Maidenhead. Nice. As an underperformance under 18 analyst. We'll go through and get our scouts and all that sorted. I have a budget for next year, which is quite nice. Bell's probably our backup goalkeeper next year, to be honest. Probably end up selling Jacob. Because Bell looking okay. Like, he's not too bad. He's playing at a decent national league. He's got championship potential. He's fairly consistent. I think he would be an okay backup. Would be usable. Obviously, I prefer Jacob to be the backup, but I would imagine he's probably going to want to leave, which is perfectly fine. Wants to be the cup goalkeeper. Wanted at the moment here by a few clubs. Like, again, if he goes for 1.1 million, I don't mind. That is asking price. Are you at offers? Apparently we don't have offers, but we can click on the offer screen. It's very odd. That must be a glitch. I wonder if I can go back in and accept. That's pretty interesting. Anyway, this guy's going to come in as well as an under 18s talent. He's going to go straight to the 21. Same with the other signing. I think that just glitched out that you can go back to previous offers. Like, does that mean I can go to, like, who got an offer that I rejected? Pulis, right? And go to transfer status. Set status, go to view offer. No, I don't even know how we got in that screen. By clicking on here, does that mean I can view offer? Yeah, I can go back in and try and get the 3.8 million that I got from Cameronese. Yeah, I didn't think so. I think this is a glitch. You shouldn't be able to go into offers you previously rejected. That's a bit of an interesting glitch. Yeah, we get Marley. I think Marley will be okay as well. This guy's release fee is meant to expire. He's actually really usable. Is Rasmus? We do love a Danish player, don't we? 6'5", very well rounded. Decent right foot, decent left foot. Can we get an update scout report, please? Yeah, see, like, we've got a lot of things like UK, Ireland, Portugal. I've been scouting. Like, yeah, we're scouting some places, which is pretty nice. But I'll prefer to go from what I've scouted, and then I'll restart that scout search again. I would actually restart the scout search and change it to just Wonder Kids, 19 years of age. And then, yeah. Adrian, look at him. The game said he wasn't going to be good. The game said he was going to be 3 stars. And I said, no, he's not. He's going to come in and play. And look how good he's becoming. Mentally looking fantastic, apart from the natural flair. Physically at 6'4", a monster. A monster at 6'4". Oh, so good. We're going to train him to play centre back as well, Adrian. But yeah, Adrian's been fantastic. Actually, what we're going to do before he asks for a new deal was we're going to tie him down to a new deal. He is got a new deal 1.9 at 35. So only got a 4-year deal. Maybe I'll leave it. Oh, good. I was tempted to maybe tie him down on a new deal, but maybe not. Maybe we do before he gets upset or anything. He might get some interest. Only wants 5k a week. I think for the fact of only 5k a week, we should do this. Important player, negotiate. 5-year deal. Minimum fee release, 19 million. I don't like that, mate. To be fair, someone gave me 19 million. It's pretty good. Again, if you get relegated, if we get relegated, you can go for 10. We get an optional 2-year extension on him as well. Not bad. 19 million for Adrian. Someone probably gets that, which is a little bit annoying. Look, if we lose him for 19 million, it's good money for him. But I don't want to lose him for 19. I just know that he's going to come in and go, hey, I want a new deal. Who else would I give a new deal in the team to? Like Hansy? Yeah, I think Hansy needs a new deal. Like, this is fine. Would want a minimum fee release of 25 million, which, look, again, it's not bad, but he's currently on a contract, which is not great. Like, his current contract, if we can look at it, has got a release fee in it. Okay. Apparently, we can't see that from this screen, which is annoying because I've just asked for his clauses and bonuses. But yeah, again, I'm going to tie him on a new deal as well. But we get relegated again. You can go for 12 mil, 4-year deal. To be fair, I'm going to look to tie down in that time anyway. So let's just try and get that wage down. Yeah, nice. That gets Hansy to a new deal. He has a 14 mil release fee. I can nearly guarantee he has a 14 mil release fee right now. He's about to be the second best Adrian ever in the Prem. Yeah, he is, mate. Behind the West Ham keeper. No one else that I think I would tie down to a new deal. Like Matthias Frank is on 9k a week. Has a relegation release fee of 10 mil. I would keep him on this until he asks for a new deal, to be fair. 9k a week's not bad. Nyberg, Fisher wouldn't. Hansy's fine. Poulos I wouldn't. Mascara's fine. No one on the bench that I would give a new deal to be honest. Yeah, like those are the only guys I would tie down to a new deal to keep happy. The other one being Matthias Franco, but that's about it. We got plenty of wage budget, by the way, as well. So, like, tying these guys down are fine. But I want to tie down the right guys. $30 until we are going to be off for the day. Might be a stream later tonight. Fitness test, boys passed fit. We won 2-0 in the under 18s there, which is quite nice. 18s have been playing well, doing okay. All right. Again, we're going to go with this rotated side. I will set a little bit of rotated side because obviously we were up in the Prem, which is fun. We're up in the Prem, we're up. In the Premier League, yes. I am going to put Sander out wide here because I think Sander, right, needs to be playing on this side. Decent player playing at a good level, yeah. I think he needs to be on that side. He's worth 25 million. Like Matthias Frank is worth 30 million, 40 million. Nuts. These are guys that are fantastic. Anyway, we're going to instant result these next two matches. Play for the win. We might as well go for the win. Off we go. Play for the win. Do we win against Blackburn? Yes, no, maybe. Hopefully. Do we? We won 5-1. Puller scored a hat-trick. Mascara scoring a brace. There you go. Absolutely dominated the game. Nice. Apparently Franco was man of the match. Cool. I won't look at the goals because it does generally cash the game, but we'll have a look at the thing. Oh, we're just very clinical. Franco got, 3 assists. Nice. Borelli set up Mascara's goal too. Now, did the AI play the 5 at the back, or did they switch him into a thing? They actually played him on the other side. They played him as a DLP, as a defensive midfielder, as a DLP, which means they might have used Adrian at centre back, maybe. Where did they play Adrian then in the last game? They played him as a defensive mid and a DLP. Okay, so they might have switched him from a box-to-box to a DLP. The assistants in the instant result will switch, and they'll use one of the free tactics, and that's why occasionally I would instant result and see him play as an inside forward. Apparently, if you switch it from play for the win, they'll move in a 4-2-3-1 or whatever they think. But yeah, we won 5-1 there. Pretty outrageous performance. And we now got Preston on the final day, a team that we have been not able to beat. But I reckon as an instant result, because we don't get to see them in the match engine, we'll win. And this could send Preston down. And you know what? Screw Preston. Go back to your pisshole shanties. We're going to send them down. We're going to win as an instant result. Obviously, still salty they knocked me out in the third round of the FA Cup, and still salty that they play a very narrow 4-1-2-2-2-1 system and we can't beat them. But, yeah. In the end, what a run. The form changed. We went from looking at rage quitting and getting off today to winning the title fairly comfortably. Adrian is playing, Matthias Frank is playing really well. Like, he's got, from the middle of the park, he's got 9 goals, 8 assists, and 3 man of the matches. It's not that bad, mate, from the middle of the park, playing as a box-to-box midfielder. Not that bad at all. If you enjoyed today's stream, give it a like, subscribe. We have won the title, hence why we're instant resulting, and I'm trying to get to maybe a little bit of scouting, talking about the team at the end of it. But yeah, nearly up to 100 views on this stream as well, which is quite nice. We got 100 views on the last night's stream too. That's all I aim for, is anywhere between 50 to 100 views is like, for me, is like brilliant. Don't aim for lots. All right. So work permit decisions coming in for Adrian and Hansy. Hansy got a work permit decision. Adrian should. He's playing as an elite player in the thing, and that's fine. We've got a very nice team. That I agree with. That I definitely agree with too. When Rycliffe comes, just before Rycliffe loan ends, we're going to ask for a work permit. We just need to see when Rycliffe loan does end very quickly. Attacking midfield, he looks great. He looks good no matter what. His loan ends, personal and contract. His loan ends in 60 days. So in about a month's time, he's going to go out there on loan. He's played one under-23 game for them, for South Africa now, but has not played for the South African national team. By the way, in the middle of the park, 12 goals, 25 games. And Amin's up in 12th in League 2, so it's not like he's fantastic. But, yeah, he's done very well out on loan, has Rycliffe, and will definitely be our backup player. I am going to go to Finn Welch quickly and go to Finn. Adrian granted a new work deal, and same with Hansy, that's fine. We are going to go into here. Where's Finn Welch? I'm going to get him a start here on the last game of the season, but I am going to move him into a fringe player. Emergency backup? Fringe player. All right, would you take an emergency backup? Done. Emergency backup for Finn. Finn, I'm just going to keep. I'm going to keep Finn until he wants to leave. He's like the shoot for me back at SFB. We just kept him here, and the shoe retired to become a full-time electrician and scored in that cup final, which was brilliant. But yeah. Player of the month. We win manager of the month. This guy here, the Dutch guy, the Danish guy, looks pretty decent as a centre-back. Probably worth going in the book as well. Probably worth about like 3 mil. I think he's not bad. 6'5", fairly well-rounded, good jumping reach, etc. Has a minimum release fee that's expired. That's fine because it means we could get him cheaper. Because they're saying that he wasn't worth his release fee. $30-odd million to spend, huh? See what we can do. Adrian is developing the best out at the moment. Andy Wakefield's actually developing quite nicely. This is why I've been playing Andy Wakefield late end of the season. Physically becoming a very well-rounded centre-back. Mentally looking decent as a centre-back with that determination. That vision's up to 14 as well. So he's like, ball playing's fine. Like, he's got decent technique, decent vision, can't pass. But like Andy Wakefield, if Andy Wakefield's my third choice centre-back, we play 3 centre-backs, he's my last one, right? I'm happy. He can also play defensive midfielder. He's someone that can plug a hole. He's from our own intake. I'm very happy with him, right? Rycliffe for 6.2, not having the best of the game. Mark Reed, and that will be fine. But yeah, we're gonna have enough time here after this game to talk about the team, which is very nice, which is good. And then yeah, I'll get off, set up for my meeting, and that'll be that. All right. See how we go. All right. Hansy, Sandbar, Nyberg, Wakefield, Borelli, Adrian, Mateus, Blankley. Still learning how to play wing back, even though I think he's been pretty good. He's starting to develop again, which is nice. Welch, Mascara, and Pullers. Like, can Blankley pass the ball? Can't really. If Blankley could pass, he could be a very good 10. I also think Blankley could be a very good box-to-box midfielder if he knew how to tackle a little bit better. But yeah, anyway, don't use plan. Just go in and do whatever you want to do, boys. Last game of the season. Do we win it? Do we lose it? Does Finn Welch get a goal? Hopefully Finn Welch scored. We can't see the fourth goal scorer. Mascara scored a brace at a minimum. Finn Welch scored a penalty. Finn Welch in his last game in the championship scores a pen. Yay, Finn Welch. He scored a penalty. Mascara doing brilliant things. Well done, lads. We kept a clean sheet as well, which is quite nice. And yeah, Finn Welch scoring a pen. And nice to see Finn Welch getting a goal and doing what he needed to do. The last two instant results saw us win both games, which was pretty nice. And yeah, very happy with that. A 3-4-1-2 system has done very well towards the end of this season, for sure. We ended up on 96 points, which was quite nice. Only 8 losses. Pretty good goal difference of only 43 conceded, less than a goal a game conceded in this system. And the XG table says that we have plus 13 and negative 2. We've done really well. We've overperformed our data, which usually means you go up, and we've done that. Hull have been promoted here on the final day with us. Cool. Groupie Junior we're going to have to deal with next year. That's fine. Chesterfield win League 2. We're going to sim forward here a couple of days, and then we'll talk about the squad here very quickly as well. Squad planning and stuff for next year. I want to see the see everything else that we need, and then yeah. Boys now going on rest. Squad planning for next season. That's fine. Here we go. This is what I wanted. All right. So promotion draw for Hull. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Scouting update. We'll get to that. Maidenhead schedule for the week. Yep. Discuss plans for next year. Thank you all for coming. I have nothing to talk about right now. We'll do that later. Pre-season start date is going to be 4 weeks as always. Don't like it earlier. Don't like it later. We are going to go to... We're going to go to Spain. Why not? Go to Spain. What do they want me to do? Whatever in the payroll, play attacking football, possession football, make the most of set pieces, whatever. Expand the stadium, whatever. All well and good. Save the game. Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about what we need to do. How are you, Sammy? Good to see you. No, I'm currently logged into work. I actually have a team meeting in 25 minutes I need to get off for, which is why we're going to do what we're doing now, and then here we are. Premier League later, maybe. I've got logged in at 6:30 for work, so I can get off at 2:30. I've got a round of golf at 3:15, which is not too bad. Anyhow. All right, let's talk about the team. Who's the non-negotiables that stay in this team? All right, who's the non-negotiables that stay in this team? Why could I not pick games for next up? Oh, there we go. Board cancel expansion plans. Here we go. Want to improve our youth level. We're going to do under soil heating, which is great. Love this idea. Improve the youth level. Youth level to be increased up to a level 2, which is good. I might, as they're doing that, I might actually do a couple other things. Board request. I think finances and improve junior coaching budget. Apparently I can't. Okay. Maybe that was part of it. Improve youth recruitment is what I would do as well. Try and get that up a little bit more. That's all fine. They cancelled the expansion plans. That's okay. Got 4,772 seated. I don't know if they're going to let us play at York Road. It's too small for the Prem, I think, but we might be all right. Our youth recruitment's basic. Our academy coaching is exceptional. So our academy kids, when they're in, they're really good, but our youth recruitment's basic. So we need to improve youth recruitment, which is fair enough. Let's talk about the squad. I don't know why we can't pick our backup bench. Let's have a look. Squad. Can we do it now, maybe? Yeah. All right, now it's working. Cool. All right, let's do that. All right, let's go through who we would start. I think Pulis is all well and good and whatever, but I think he's sellable because he's not going to be better than a championship player. But I wouldn't mind keeping him because I think as a backup he's not bad. But if we got like 15 million for Pulis, we probably would have to take it. 6 foot, fairly well rounded, not too bad. All right, he's okay. Straight off the bat, I think Hansy needs to stay. Right, I think Hansy's a very good keeper. Obviously, he's going to be fine. I think Sandberg is our best centre back, and on his day is a decent Premier League centre back. Fairly good physicals, very good mentals, decent technicals. Not that bad. Not the greatest with the ball at his feet, but he's not bad. And as a wide centre back, etc., he's pretty decent. So I think Sander goes on one side. I think again we're not going to have Helgeson, right? And when we look at our back three, I think Fish isn't good enough to play in the Premier League either. Let me know if you think he's good enough to play in the Prem. I think Fish has got Premier League experience, but isn't good enough to be playing in the Premier League. Like, fairly decent on the ball, fairly well-rounded, etc. I think he's a very good backup centre-back to have, is Fish, right? Again, I don't think Henderson's good enough. I think Pozzo should probably be starting. I want to kind of start Mascara and Pozzo. It's good enough to be in the squad, yeah. I want to start Mascara. I want to start Pozzo and whatever Reed is, yeah, right? So Reed's in here. Finn Welch, as much as he's not going to be part of the squad, you just put him here because we know he's going to do that, right? So straight off the bat, I think he's fine. I think Nyberg could be starting, but I think if he was our first choice centre-back, right? I think if he was our first choice centre-back, he would be really good. He's wanted at the moment by a couple of clubs, or Antwerp now only. I think if he's our first choice backup centre-back, he's really good. Like, if he's starting in the Premier League, he probably lacks a little bit technically, and he's probably not staying up if he's just starting centre-back every week. But if he's the one you bring off the bench, if there's an injury, he's the one that's playing, and he develops, he would be really good. I think in 2 years' time, he will be a good centre-back for the Prem because of his physicals. He's already got good pace, acceleration's getting there, his agility is a little bit slow, but that's fine. Been working passing ability to make him better as a ball player. He's already up to 10 passing, 11 vision. I think Anton Nyberg is good enough, but we probably would say Anton Nyberg needs to be our backup centre-back, right? And I think if we just clear this out, because whatever, and obviously Appiong is going to go in there for Sammy Blankley, right? That'll be fine, right? Awesome. All well and good. I don't know what position Sammy Blankley is. We'll work that out. But I think also Wakefield should be our last choice centre-back. Again, if he's playing for you in the Prem, week in, week out, you're in trouble. But if he's like coming off the bench playing the occasional game as a squad player, I think that's fine. I'm also going to try and get him as a squad player and see what he says. That's fine. I'll talk to him about it in a second. Let's go here. Discuss. That's fair enough. Perfect. All good. They generally back down if you say that, which is nice. But yeah, I think Wakefield probably goes in there, right? On the left-hand side, with Fish probably being the advanced centre-back more than likely because he can't dribble, but he can do everything else pretty decently. Like, he's got good passing vision, lacks a little bit. Maybe it is Nyberg that is that backup centre-back here because he can, like, sort of dribble. Yeah, maybe. 6'6". But yeah, when I look at that, I'm thinking that's not bad. Like, if Sanders our worst centre-back and we go and buy 2 centre-backs, we're going to be in a good spot. So, Samba, Hansi, 2 backup centre-backs. Obviously, Borelli does not start for us. We need a new right-back, right? So, that's fine. Then we need 2 defensive midfielders. And we got Enzem here. And we need another defensive midfielder. I don't have another defensive midfielder that I like. Ryan probably is that defensive midfielder, to be honest. So Dylan Ryan back from the injury list comes in. Obviously, good kid, youngster. Is he wanted by United? Still no. For the first time in a year, he's not wanted. That's nice. I think Enzem, if he's around, is fine, but I'm happy to sell him. Right? Because again, when you look at this bench, good backup keeper, would sell. Good backup centre-back, good backup centre-back, good backup centre-back. Nyberg is wanted, I don't care. Good backup right-back that can do a job. Right? Decent backup defensive midfield, whatever. Great young prospect that probably could play first team for us in a few years. Blankley's developing. He's learning how to play wing back on the other side. I really like the look of him. Sammy Blankley, right? We then need a backup 10, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, that backup 10 is Rycliffe, wherever he is. When you look at Rycliffe, he's done everything right to be a backup. I'm also going to try and ask for a work permit here. I'm going to try and negotiate a new deal. Let's have a look. 24K a week. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. 24K a week, hasn't even played top flight football yet. Sure, buddy. Apply for a work permit. Hopefully he gets it. All right, Rycliffe. Cool. Think Pulis is fine. And then we need another backup striker because I don't rate anyone here. Like Henderson, albeit nice, well-rounded, whatever. If Southampton or Fulham want to come and give me 8 million, he goes. Like, I know he has good potential, but Premier League potential, but I think he goes because I don't think he's there, right? This is a good flippable option. Like, McCormack's not going to play for me. I think he's a good flippable option. Helgeson obviously not going to be around. Don Weller I don't think makes the bench. I think Don Weller shouldn't make this team, right? So I think what we need is a fullback, 2 centre-backs, and a really good backup striker. And then we probably look at this team and go, look, if I really wanted to nitpick, I'd probably loan Borelli out for first team football, put Blankley on the right and buy a backup left wing back. And then I'll be like, okay, we're in a decent spot. Like if I was looking at this team and going, what exactly do we need? Because like Pozzo's not good, but he deserves to start because of what he did for us this season. 14 goals is not bad. Very creative. Mascara's not good enough either, but I think he deserves to start, and I'm pretty big on keeping the core of the team together. Saying that though, if a club comes in and goes, here's 20 million, I'm going to be selling him for Mr. Mascara, right? Again, I think Reed is not good enough to be a starting center attacking mid in the league, but he's good enough. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyhow. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. We ended up as champions at the end of last season. We're in the Premier League, but is the squad good enough? And who do we need to sign in order to stay in the Premier League next season? Well, we're going to run the intro. We're going to go through the squad as always, and then it's going to be about can we replicate that XG table on screen in the Premier League and keep ourselves alive and keep the dream alive of the Park to Prem series. I don't know if we'll get sacked if we get relegated, but we're going to build a team that will hopefully keep us up. Let's run the intro, and let's go and find out if we're good enough to find players that will help us stay in the Premier League. Episode 40, part 1. Cool. Do that. All right, let's get through this nice and quickly, and then be the end of the stream. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. As always, thank you for being here and viewing another episode of Part 2 Prem. We're looking to take Maidenhead United from the Vanarama National League to the Premier League and beyond. And guess what? For the first time in the save, I can say we have officially done that. And now it's about taking him to that next step, keeping him in the Prem, building a team that can get into Europe, fighting for all those trophies, and completing this save and this challenge. With that being said, you didn't see the last couple of games results. We did win 5-1 and 4-0 to end the season, and we finished on 96 points, which was pretty good. Hull came up with us on the final day over Forest. That's out the way. You guys want to know about the team, and we're going to discuss this as always. Before I get into it, 90% of you aren't subs, so hit the big sub button. We, of course, are live on stream. You can go and check the live streams out under the playlist, under the live banner. At the end of this video, you'll actually get a link to the live playlist, and if you are new to the channel, if you give it a like, subscribe, there's also the playlist to all these videos as well. Done. Talk about the squad. Every single season to start the transfer special, I go through and pick the squad in its best starting 11 and its best backup 11, and I always go, what areas do we need to improve upon? And then obviously, if a really good player comes in, you go and pick them up if it's outside this areas too. When we look at it, we've got Handsy on a new deal already. He's on 16k a week, has a 25 mil release fee. We might lose him next year, but he's going to be in goals. Same way for Adrian. We gave him a new deal, but he has a 19 mil release fee. I'd be devastated to lose Adrian, to be fair, for 19 million, but he locked it in. It's fine. So, with that being said, we've got Handsy in goal. We've got Sander on the right centre-back because he's been our best centre-back. And when you look at our backup centre-backs or other centre-backs, Will Fish is probably not ready to play Premier League football. And as much as I want to keep the core in, keeping my keeper centre-back, it's probably enough of the core at the back. I think Nyberg's really good, and Nyberg probably can get in over Sander by the end of next season. But I don't think a 19-year-old that's yet to play international football, yet to play top-flight football, is probably the guy you want to start. Even though he's 6'6", he's got good physicals. I think this is a kid you want to use that first choice off the bench. If there's an injury, you plug it with Anton Nyberg. He's really good. And then my last centre-back, Andy Wakefield, obviously youth intake player, got good championship potential, developing quite nicely, physically not bad at 6'3". I think if that's my backup 3 centre-backs, Sanders starting, and we can get 2 really good centre-backs, a proper advanced centre-back that can dribble, that can drive, can pick the ball up, can play out, and then a ball-playing centre-back on the other side. 2 guys that are really physical, tall, left-footed. It would be nice to get a left-footer because we've barely had a left-footed centre-back in this save. It would be really good. Obviously, we're losing Helgeson. We salute Helgeson. Fantastic. He's off to Strasbourg. I don't mind. It's fine. We need to buy a proper right wing-back. A great right wing-back, naturally right-footed, which would be important to help us cross the ball in the box. It would be not too bad. Appiong will play. He's played every single season. I would not drop him. You know, he 14 assists this season, 13 assists last season, averages over a 7. He's worth 30 million. If a club wants to give me 30 million, sure. He is developing quite nicely. He's physically really good and mentally pretty decent at what he does. There's just no world where I'm going to drop him, I don't think, as a wing back, and he's pretty good at what he does. Yes, we could buy a better one, but on the bench, we don't have a backup left wing back. We do have Blankley in there, and he's developing there. But I think the best thing to do, buy a right back. Borelli comes out and goes on loan, right, and tries and gets first team minutes here at 19, which would improve him. Blankley comes in as the backup right wing back because he's more natural on that side, and we actually buy a left wing back that has 5-star potential that will outgrow Appiong and will have better technicals than him, pretty good mentals and pretty good physicals to compare. And if we can do that, Appiong will start this season, but I'm thinking 2-3 seasons in the Premier League. If we can narrow a very good left wing back, we'll be in a really good section. So that would look like something like him going out on loan, Blankley going as the backup right wing back, as you can see here. Appiong will start and getting a backup left wing back. I think that would be a really good option. Mateus Franco, really good. Haven't tied him to a new deal worth 50 million. I am definitely open to selling him for 50 mil, but at the same time, I really wanted to be here because he's Premier League level. And Adrian, as mentioned, has developed really good. In terms of the backup defensive mids, firstly, Enzem's upset because he wanted a new contract to be an important player and on 25k a week. Yeah, you might be club vice captain, club captain. You're not going to be on 25k a week, mate. You're going to be sitting on the bench, and if someone wants to pay 2 million for you, you can go, which means we might need a backup defensive midfielder. Dylan Ryan, obviously coming for the youth intake, looks really good at centre-back, 5-star potential. First time he's not been wanted by United in a year and a bit. He'll be fine too. So I think that centre defensive mid, we're in a pretty good spot. And I want to keep the core of this team together. Adrian, Franca all have a good understanding. Appiong and Franca have a good understanding. Sander and Hasdi have a good understanding. And then the front three I want to keep the same. The reason is I think Reid had a really good year. 13 goals and 8 is not bad in your first year in England. Pozzo, as much as I don't think he's good enough, right, had the knack of creating chances. 14 goals, 7 assists, and 41 playing as a more of a wider striker of the two, creating and pulling space. He did it really well at 29, and he's a bit old and gives us more experience. And Mascara, someone gives me 27 mil, we're taking it, right? But he scored 20 goals in 41 appearances. Very nice. And I think he would do a job, and he's played in top flight previously at other clubs that helped them stay up. Some clubs he hasn't, like Monza, but he still scored 10 goals in 32 games. And if he gets me 10 to 15 goals next year in the Premier League, we'll stay up, and that's fine. So again, keeping that core of the team, and when you look at it in possession, they have a good understanding. They have a good understanding. These two should have a good understanding. Apparently they don't. They play really well together. And if these were able to link up, they link up very well. So as you can see, keeping that core, which has been the big part of this save and our overperformance in the dynamics of the team, keeping that core and that cohesion and improving when needed, And I think when we look at our starting 11, a backup centre back, two good centre backs, one that's a very good advanced centre back, preferably a left footer on that left centre back role, a right wing back that is fantastic would be really good. Then we look at the backup team, as mentioned, left wing back. Rycliffe's been on loan. I'm seeing if we get a work permit for him now. I did want to tie him to a new deal, by the way, and he wanted 24k a week. I don't think I'm going to do that for Rycliffe straight off the bat. I want to see how he goes. But as a backup with 5-star potential, could improve significantly, should be playing for South Africa. Really good. Is Rycliffe. He's got 2 years left in his deal. We'll see how we go. Hans Pullis is wanted. We did reject 3.8 million on deadline day, and now he's worth 15. He did have a good end to the season. 14 goals, 5 assists, playing as that wider forward. I could do this, and this could work, is go like this and make Pozzo drop out. But I think I would rather start Pozzo for the start of the season and then get Pullis in. Let me know what you would do. Would you just take the star ratings? Would you take what they're happy with? I don't think that a squad player for Puzzo, he's actually happy to be a squad player. Okay, I think this is actually not a bad option now because he's happy to do this. Reed and Mosquera still have a good understanding. They've played a lot of football together. Allows a 20-year-old Pullis who I think is fairly well-rounded to play in the hole, and he will develop. And I think that's okay too. But yeah, that means that we need a backup left wing back and a backup striker. And I think the backup striker is going to be someone that's physical, someone that's young, and someone that has 5-star potential. And I'm thinking, again, in 2 years' time, if he's fully developed, would be a very good Premier League player. We've got the money. We've got 30 million. So we need to go out there and nail these 3 spots. I don't care if the wing back and the centre backs are wonder kids or not. They need to be just good for the Premier League. But on the bench, we need a wonder kid left wing back, and we need a wonder kid striker that will come in, play minutes on the bench, develop, by the end of the season get a little bit unhappy that they're not playing first team football, and take the throne from a Mosquera, take the throne from Appiong, and we'll be all right moving forward. I think that's what the team looks like. Let me know who you would sign. But yeah, yet again, obviously we're going to go through the signings, go through the scoutings, etc. I personally think that we're in a pretty good spot. And I personally think that if we nail these few key positions, we're going to have a good enough squad to scrap and stay in the Premier League, finish 16th, 15th, and get some good development from a few of our youngsters. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Let me know. Let's go into the scouting and finding who we're going to buy. All right, team, that's basically us done for the stream. A little bit wordy there, but that's okay. If there's anyone that you think we should upgrade, let me know. You can do that in the Discord or here. Before we get off, there's 2 guys that I really want to sign, right? And we need to go and have a look at them. So that was Kim saying Heon. From John Book. Wanted at the moment by Inter. I want to go for him at centre-back because I think he is a great centre-back, fairly strong left foot, good right foot, ball-playing centre-back, and I think he would be really good as either an advanced centre-back or really good as a actual just normal centre-back, either or. The other one that I want to go for, right, is where's Alacosta? Alexis Acosta, right? He's the other one. Now, you might look at him and that's a wing-back, right, at 6'5". I honestly think advanced centre-back. And the reason is he's passing lats, but he's got 13 dribbling. He's got great physicals and can get up and down. I think you get him in, you train and play centre-back and to pass the ball, and as an advanced centre-back, as a left footer, would be outrageous. I think he would be really good. Imagine him getting into the middle of the park, winning the ball back, stopping in, stepping in. I think he would be really good at centre-back. Yes, he would be really good at full-back, but yeah, I think both of them is someone that I would look at. But yeah, that's where I'm looking for those 2 there. And hopefully we do find those players. But we're going to get off. Likely going to do most of the scouting whilst I'm prepping to go to golf. And after this team meeting, I'm about to go in 10 minutes' time. If you have enjoyed today's stream, you're watching on YouTube, give it a like, subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you for being here. It's been fantastic. We'll go and raid into someone over on Twitch. We'll go find out who we're raiding here. Let's go and have a look. We'll do that quickly here as well. Limo is obviously live. I'll see if there's anyone else here at the moment. Mizzy's also live. He's raided into me before. Edmondson, what a ledge. Oh, Edmondson's going to get the raid. I haven't seen him in ages. Edmondson's getting the raid. What a ledge. What a legend. Another Australian streamer, by the way, for the